Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.
Flight Sports TV, that's where it's at.
Flight Sports TV.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. I'm telling you, I sure pick the games to miss, don't I? You see what it is? You see the luck? You see how the luck of the draw works? The game I say I'm gonna sit out. This the roller coaster. You understand? This the roller coaster, the one I miss. I mean, but it is what it is. Salute to Giannis Antetokunmpo, the Milwaukee Bucks. They stomped a mud hole, in the Boston Celtics ass, stole the game right from them. I ain't gonna say they stomped a mud hole. I'm getting carried away. The motherfucking game could have went either way. It was tit for tat, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, I was on the edge of my seat, but I was rooting for Milwaukee. God damn it. I want the Bucks to win. I feel like
that's right.
The Celtics have become a front runner. They hot right now. I'm rooting for the Dogs, and that's Milwaukee. Give them major credit. And they was waving bye to the fans. You seen Bobby out there? Bobby Portis throwing the 2 thumbs up. Yeah, it's about to be all she wrote. It's cleanup time. We got a star-studded panel in the chat. What's good, Zen? Talk to me, man. What a game.
I'm disgusted.
What? Oh, yeah, you're a Celtics fan. We got to talk about that.
This is wrong on so many levels.
Oh, man. Lord.
They had that game all that damn time and just let it slip away. They had it for 3/4 of that game and just let it slip.
Man. Flight. I was actually watching that game.
I'm gonna get on stupid ass Marcus Smart. That's
Marcus Smart. He blew it. He blew it. Hey. Towards the end. What are you going on him with? What do you do? He got a lot
of
for getting blocked,
like he always does.
For getting blocked and getting it thrown off of him. That was the dumbest thing.
That was a game for that ass.
Taking shots in the paint that he ain't supposed to take. I mean, he's blown 2 games now. Marcus Smart has blown 2 games.
But he is who we thought he was. A good defensive player who blows the games at certain clutch moments. This is what he does. This is what Marcus Smart does.
Tonight. I want y'all to see me in agony tonight. But I'm gonna turn this cam off in a second so I can hit my L. But man, this is fucked up.
Nah, let me tell you, Flight.
What happened?
I was there. My auntie is a Boston Celtics fan. Wow. She called me. Called me as Giannis was fouling. I got hyped after Giannis made the first free throw.
Oh, well, she was in the game?
She was watching it. We was watching it. And, bro, she was so happy when she saw Giannis miss that field goal. I was going to give up. But when I saw Bobby Portis start bodying people and he put it back in and it went in, I was like, oh. I'm like, we're going to win this game. I'm like, I felt it, like, but when Jrue Holiday blocked that ball.
Yeah, give credit to Jrue Holiday. Jrue Holiday came in with the steal, man.
It was the steal. It was the steal and the block.
Always Marcus Smart doing dumb shit. The last time he got the ball in the paint, and instead of giving it to somebody who can actually score, he tried to score on the center. He tried to score on Giannis in the paint and got blocked. This time it's this dumb shit. It's always some stupid Marcus Smart.
Hey, Zen.
Yo.
It's so hard to say goodbye.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Yes.
Oh, no.
I'm only giving you a preview because we're going to sing it tomorrow.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes, we are. We're going to sing it soon.
It's going to 7.
But no. Let that song sing in your head.
Bobby Portis, you seen the two fingers.
It's going to 7.
I know, bro. If Bobby be clutch like this tomorrow, I don't think he's going to win. If Grayson Holiday what if Grayson, Flight, mark my words, it will be a game like today. But guess who's going to make the shot to win the game? It won't be Bobby. It won't be Jrue Holiday. it's gonna be Grayson Allen or Pat Connaughton or Brooke Lopez to hit a game-winning shot.
Well, keep your confidence because this keeps going back and forth.
Okay, sure. I don't think they can beat the Bucks in Milwaukee after this. This loss right here is like a morale loss. They had the game in hand.
Nobody's won 2 games in a row in this series.
Well, the Bucks just won
now, if
a
it
game in a row.
If it continues that way, the Bucks win because they won the first game of the series.
Right.
But
so the Bucks is going to win tomorrow. Is going to win the next game.
Nah, they ain't.
You got who gonna win the next game? Like I said, the winner of Game 5 usually takes it all. I think we're gonna get a cleanup tonight in Memphis. I think Golden State going for the kill.
It's going
that game.
Shout out Coffee. I see Coffee in the beast. I told y'all, Jrue, you ain't said shit about Jrue. It's the most important player on the Bucks team. Shout out Coffee.
When did Coffee say that though? But shout out to Coffee.
You see Coffee coming here making up shit.
Right. See Coffee over here overhyping. I'm pretty sure he was going after the Celtics.
The Celtics, they earn my respect this
now
series.
You talk about Jrue Holiday.
Now you talking about
Jrue Holiday was cooking tonight, man. I'm telling you, he had a full grill.
Oh.
What's good, no pan?
Cooking. What's good, no pan?
Shit, what you thought about that game, man? That shit was a roller coaster.
Yeah, like I said, it's not like the Celtics, the more earn my respect. Like I had the Bucks in 5 before the series start. And even though, like shit, it might get put out next game, like shit, I know, but the Celtics might be a problem in the future.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the Celtics, I think are done. You know, I think they're gonna lose in Milwaukee. I think Giannis knows what's at stake. You don't want to go to a Game 7 in Boston, but I think you're gonna get the biggest fight of the Celtics' life that game. You know,
I don't think that's gonna be an automatic win next game for the Bucks now.
Fight. I'm gonna go watch this. Fight. I'm gonna watch the first half of this Golden State game. I'm gonna come right back. If they blown out by the second half, oh yeah, this game is over. I gotta go see this first half. I'll be right back, y'all. But hey, let's go, Buckies.
I'm watching it now. It's a commercial break right now.
I know the Celtics ain't popular, but
well, you said they're not popular.
Not as far as. Well, let's put it this way: in the black community, the Celtics ain't popular,
right?
Especially in New York.
I don't know why the Celtics got this stigma, like a racist stigma. Do you know? Am I lying?
Yeah, I mean, because that shit real in this city.
Well, they say Boston is a racist city, but I say any city south of the border of Canada is a racist city to me. And even if you go up in the border above Canada, you probably find 1 or 2 up there too. This whole country's a racist city.
Yeah, but so I mean,
why pick on Boston?
Some cities more racist than others. I mean, some states more racist than others. To say.
I experienced more racism in California than anywhere else in this country.
Shit, come down to South Carolina.
Go to Sacramento with all them police and see how many times you get pulled over for nothing.
Like I said, come down to South Carolina.
So that's my point. The whole country is that city. So why pick on Boston? But I get it. Yeah. Boston was rough.
Yeah, we got damn city streets still named after slave owners. We still got statues of slave owners up.
Boston hired the first black head coach, Casey Jones, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, I mean, Boston ain't really did that. The actual team did that.
The Celtics, yeah.
Danny Ainge.
Yeah. But, I know there's a built-in bias, and I'm not a lifelong Celtics fan by any means, but I just looked and thought, this is the team that's going to win. And I still feel that way. I feel like it's a 7-game series. It could go either way on that last game, but we'll see. They've been back and forth. I just can't believe they had that big-ass lead and gave it up, though.
Yeah, it's tragedy with that one. Salute to the chat. I'll see y'all in the building.
Big lead. They was up by 15.
Shout out Raw Truth Media. I just took a quick look at the chat. Salute to DJ. Everybody go check out DJ. Doing big things out there, man. Appreciate you for stopping by tonight. Tuned in. Shout out Slim Can Hoop. Everybody in the chat. I'm looking at the chat now. I see everybody rolling in there. We had a hell of a game. Let me know if anybody tuned into this game, man. It was a virtuoso. Like I said, every time I say I'm gonna sit this game out, I'm gonna relax myself. That's the game. That's the roller coaster. That's the double overtime. That's the 45. That's the 50 piece. That's the game. You know how it go. Whenever
I mean, shit, this was the best series so far in the playoff, to be real.
I knew the second round. I knew the second round was gonna be crazy. I told y'all round 2 is gonna be deadly. I was thinking that I'll tell you what, whoever faced Miami it's gonna be a showdown. You understand? That's gonna be an all-out war. You know, I started preparing myself for the Boston Celtics to face them, but it is what it is.
Here go the key stat for the night.
I think the Bucks gonna run through them.
Here go the key stat for the night.
What's that?
Jason Tatum 2 for 11 from 3. There go the key stat of the night.
Really? I was looking at Giannis. Giannis got hit in his shit. You see him bleeding, you know, and he's still, I'm telling you, Giannis was annihilating out there. Quiz says never underestimate the heart of a champion. That's what I'm saying. Everybody wrote off Milwaukee. They're the defending champs.
You got to prove it.
Let me tell you something. They'll beat Miami too. Let me tell you, they're gonna be a lot to handle.
If they repeat, I will yield. But
I'm starting to think Giannis is becoming unstoppable, and y'all sleeping on Giannis. Listen, this dude is bulldozing to the paint. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing about this.
He's a one-trick pony, man. As soon as he gets hurt, he's gonna be done.
Really?
Yeah, because he can't do nothing but charge the basket. That's all he can do.
And see, the thing about it is, the reason why this series interesting. Because it's like we know the Heat's gonna be there in the conference finals. Because I don't see Philly doing it. Y'all see Harden last night looking like a washed-out player again, but that's besides the point. Milwaukee will run through. Man.
I can't look at Giannis and think best player in the world. I can't.
Because Miami can duplicate what Boston can do on defense, but they can't duplicate what they do on offense. If Boston won the series and go to play Miami might just shut everything they got going on down. That's why this is so interesting, because it's like this could be looked at as the Eastern Conference Finals, but at the same time, I think the matchups between the Boston and Miami or Milwaukee, Miami, just two different matchups.
Shout out to Raw Truth Media with the $5 super chat. He says Jrue Holiday being the third option for the Bucks is doing wonders for him. Now he's able to focus on his role. I agree with that. Jrue Holiday is definitely a third option. I think when Chris Middleton gets back, I think it's gonna make them even more deadly. You understand? I'm telling the Bucks, look out for the Bucks, man. And I'm telling you, the way Phoenix, I don't believe in Phoenix. I told you when they meet the Golden State Warriors a step on them. See, they facing teams that don't really, the New Orleans wasn't ready. Dallas don't have the horses. Golden State will give them their issue. Milwaukee are just annihilate them. So
well, let's not get ahead of ourselves because they still got to beat the Celtics, and Time Lord will be back next game.
Say that one more time.
Time Lord will be back next game. I forget we missing our starting center too. They're not the only ones missing somebody.
Yeah, I don't think the Bucks going to just run through Celtics tomorrow. I think that could be a good game.
You mean 2 days? When the next? Didn't they got a few days off? When the next game? I could have sworn I heard Giannis say they got a few days off.
Let me take.
I look at the schedule.
They probably do.
I was listening to Giannis say. They say ask him about his cut. He said, "Well, I got a few days off. Like they got an extended period."
Let's see.
They probably do.
They play Friday.
Mm-hmm.
That means Game 7 will be Sunday.
Friday the 13th.
Right. Yeah. Salute to Chuck Morris. Salute to Quiz. Rave Kingdom, all in the building. I see y'all in here. But yeah, man, it's gonna be crazy. This game against Memphis, I'm not really too fascinated. I do have the game on. I'm watching it, but I'm not looking at this game as to be something crazy. But it's 18-24. It's always hard to nobody want to go home. But Memphis, they just ain't got it. They might put up a good fight, but Golden State will pull this game away at the end.
What's happening, Rave in the chat?
I see Rave in the back. I see all y'all.
Man, that was gut wrenching. But Quiz, I do call Giannis a one-trick pony. Okay, 2 tricks. He plays good defense, but on offense, he's one trick. And if he ever loses his athleticism, as soon as he loses a step, he's done. He better develop some skills. Or that trick is gonna get old quick.
But we keep talking to you. I've heard everybody say Marcus Smart. I heard Jrue Holiday. When we gonna discuss Bobby Portis? Because I mean, seriously, Bobby Portis cooked up tonight. How much didn't he have 20 something?
You take a look.
Let's do Bobby Portis out here wilding. We'll check those numbers. Bobby Portis out here bugging. I think he had a double or something.
14 and 15.
What?
14 points.
See,
15
well, I
rebounds.
was close. 14 and 15. That's monster numbers. You know, for him, for his sake.
4 for 14 from the floor. So he wasn't exactly Jordan out there, but he was rebounding his ass off.
No, ain't Jordan. I didn't say Jordan, but I mean, that's solid for him.
7 offensive rebounds. That's big.
And we always
that was a big time putback too.
We always talk about Giannis' game, and we talk about how he got to improve his jumper. Mm-hmm. But y'all know one thing about Giannis. Giannis need to improve his playmaking.
That too.
A lot of this wall that they putting up against him, a lot of that can be deterred if he just become a better playmaker.
That too. But I just need to see more skills before I call him the best player on earth. He plays bully ball. He's big. He's strong. And when that wanes, just like Shaquille O'Neal was this dominant. When it wanes, you ain't shit, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
So salute the quiz. You already know. Let me know if anybody got faith in the Boston Celtics to come back, because everybody was high. I hope I don't have everybody jumping off the bandwagon. Everybody was high almighty on Boston. Let's not run away from them now. They still could very well win this game. So let's hold out faith.
I know Zen's still rising. Celtics will win the series in 7. I'm right.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't think they're gonna beat Giannis. I'm starting to think Giannis is just unstoppable. I think Giannis is. I think people sleeping on Giannis. Like I think he's gonna be the beast of the East for the next couple of years. All these teams, you looking at Tatum, you looking at all these other guys. They're gonna have to go through Giannis. Giannis don't want to leave Milwaukee. He comfortable. Teamwork. He hurting. He said Boston definitely coming back. I definitely want no teamwork thoughts. Shit, they got their ass whooped. They didn't get their ass whooped. They blew the game, man. Boston, that shit was going tit for tat. I ain't gonna front. They had Milwaukee dead to rights. You understand? And then they just came back. You know, this was crazy. I look up as a tie game. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I was sitting here disgusted. I went from
disgusted,
man. That's the worst kind of loss, man. It ain't the blowouts that hurt the most. It's the close games like that when you blow a big ass lead.
That's why. And they going home. You seen Portis really throwing the 2 thumbs up, like, hey, we ain't coming back here. You know what I mean? That's why I said. That's just funny.
That kind of pain turns you into a champion too. It can turn you into a champion because you.
Listen, come on, let's be real. Boston is overachieving. They got pretty much a similar cast of guys. They did get that guy from San Antonio. I ain't gonna shit on Boston. They're a solid team, but let's be real. They are overachieving. You know, they're playing out their mind.
They had the best record in the second half of the season.
Yeah. The second half of the season they turned up the heat. But I mean, come on, Boston. There's a little bit of overachievement going on here. You know, I'm not gonna discredit Boston. Like I don't want to discredit your team. You know, but I just think that they are playing a little bit above their standards. You know,
I don't think that. No, I think the Celtics for real.
They went from a threat. All right, cool. How about this? They're more of a playoff. You know, they might make some noise, but they've been playing like a championship, true championship threat. Like even towards the end of the season, and the way they beat the Brooklyn Nets is like they coming for the whole damn thing. The way they
I think this really is who Boston is.
The only reason that they lose this series, full credit goes to Giannis. So I don't mind being critical of him. He will be the only reason the Celtics lose this series if they lose it. But overall, I understand his game is based on physicality, and that don't last forever. Ask Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So unless he develops some better skills in the post, some better playmaking skills, a mid-range jumper would be nice. Why do you need to shoot threes when you're 7 foot tall? Right. Shoot a damn mid-range. It's not easier the further away you get from the basket. Jason Tatum, 2 for 11 from 3 tonight. Why do you need to shoot threes? You're not good at it. Cut it out.
Right. We got Quizmatics in the building. What's the deal, Quiz?
Man, what's shaking flight, man?
I can't call it. We said I got out a roller coaster game, man. I'm so sad I missed this game. I apologize, y'all. It won't happen again. Like I said, I didn't anticipate the shit going down like this.
That was crazy. I don't know if that was an NBA playoff game or a boxing match at the end.
Right.
It got real out there. It got very
to the boxing. Salute to everybody tuned into the boxing videos, man. Appreciate y'all. Salute support Kid Austin.
They had to bring the corner man out on the court and the whole 9.
Hey, Tatum can shoot threes. I'm a teamwork. He can shoot threes, but he ain't so good at it that it needs to be taking 10 of them a game or 11 of them a game. And this is twice now that he's come up real dry like that. So
no, you right, Zen. You ain't wrong about that.
Yeah, he got too much skills to be settling for threes.
Yeah, pump fake and go on.
Yeah, now Tatum is a beast. You know, I think Tatum is a problem. I think Giannis is just better than him. You know, unfortunately,
that's a given too. Like that ain't even debatable.
Yeah, at this point, that's given.
Look, Zen, I feel you. I feel you in a lot of things. I feel you in a lot of ways. I'm listening to somebody on here talk about Giannis got to get better as a playmaker. He does, but Giannis has been playmaking all year long. This game, he wasn't a great playmaker, but he has been distributing the rock as well. Not just scoring, but also helping people. He's even done that in this series. So when you say he's a one-trick pony, you know what I mean? I mean, that sounds good. But realistically, there's a reason why this dude is a champion. And I will tell you again, never underestimate the heart of a champion.
Well, his championship is legitimate. No doubt about that. Their championship is legitimate.
And the Celtics are for real, too. And the Celtics are for real, too.
I don't trust you until you win 2 in a row. I don't
all right. He need to win another one. Damn, Zen, you hard.
Who need to win another one?
Like he won't believe it.
Chicago.
Anybody can win a chip. One.
He put up all-world numbers.
That's not true. Hold on, wait a second.
Win 2.
You said that anybody can win a chip. That's not true.
Facts.
Toronto just won a chip.
Come on. What's the name was playing out of his mind?
Hold on.
Okay, but that was Toronto. That was 1 year, and it was a very off.
Kawhi Leonard won that damn championship.
Right.
Giannis, Antetokunmpo.
Kawhi was on a mission. He was on a mission.
Hold on a second, Flight. 1 second, Flight. Zen, you just watched the finals last year. Giannis put up all-world finals numbers.
50 ball to end it. Yeah,
see what the thing about Giannis is, you can't sit there and argue against the fact that he is a one-trick pony offensively. At the end of the day, Shaq been the one-trick pony offensively, but that get him to the championship. You need a guard like Chris Middleton.
Shaq wasn't dribbling the ball up the court and running the points at particular points at all. In any way,
I get that.
Shaq never distributed 10
transition to get to the basket.
Never distributed 10 assists. Not in any game.
He needs to be in transition to get the
basket. Or you've been dribbling the ball up to get to the basket. You ultimately doing the same thing if your game is inside the basket. I don't care if you dribble the ball to get there or you back down to get there. If you dominant in the paint, however you get there, you get there. That's one trick. Okay, what else can you do? Shaq been a good passer, but you wouldn't call him a playmaker. He passed out of double teams all the time, back screens all the time.
Let me share with you guys. Like, you just watched this game. Giannis is a terrible free throw shooter. When the game was on the line and it came
just
down,
like Shaq,
he banged a 3. Boom. He came down and got critical blocks. The game ended with him and Jrue Holiday putting on a defensive freaking clinic.
Okay, but what you talking about and what Zen talking about, you talking about he played both sides of the ball. That's what you talking about. Zen talking about on offense, he's a one-trick point. He's got one. That's why you able to put a wall up and shut him down the series.
Look, this the problem that I have. Salute Flight in the chat, man. First of all, I'm a Bulls fan, so I want everybody to be like, "Oh, you must be a Giannis fan." I don't know where's y'all getting this thing of calling bro a one-trick pony, because at the point of this man game, we have seen him improve every year. And then everybody said everybody wins a championship. No, you don't. Everybody does not win a championship. That's false.
No, I didn't say that. I said anybody can win one.
That's
if you
false.
look back through NBA history, there are random teams that pop up and win a chip every now and then.
It's not random teams that just win championships.
Because not every team repeats, and that's my point. The dynasties repeat, and I don't believe in you as a dynasty maker until you repeat, and that's what I said.
And that's fair.
You cannot be a dynasty off one. You said anybody can win a championship 1 year. So if anybody win a championship, why is teams in the league that has not won a championship?
That's a totally different point than the one I'm making. That's not a
different point.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that does, because what he's talking about is a dynasty maker. You can't be a dynasty maker if you just won one chip. He need to see 2.
Why do you know? You question him as a player because he don't have 2 championships. That makes no sense.
I do not believe him in 100% yet, because I don't see enough dimensions from him, especially on offense.
No, he's not. What Giannis can't do on offense?
Shoot.
How he just hit a clutch. You just seen him hit a clutch 3.
You want to know what his 3-point percentage is this series? You want to know what his 3-point percentage is this series? Because it's under 20%. I guarantee you.
Who cares? Knocks it down. And then, did you not see him add a mid-range jumper to his game?
You want to know what his mid-range percentage is? Because I guarantee you it's under 20%.
Yeah, exactly. Like you gotta think about it like this, right? If you watching the game, look at what Boston doing defensively. You only do that to players that has one skill, he's a one-trick pony offensively. Like they're setting up a wall for him for a reason because they're not believing in his mid-range. They're not believing in his 3-ball.
One-trick pony, how is he still averaging 40?
Because he's dominant in the paint. He's dominant in the paint. He's not wrong to be dominant in the paint, but that's the one
trick. This is why I said y'all not watching the games and not understanding.
No, I've been watching.
Watch what Boston doing defensively.
Giannis was.
He had a good game tonight, so y'all feeling yourself. But every game ain't been like this, bro. Believe me.
Listen,
and let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, Dean.
Listen, bro.
Are they defensively? Are teams building a wall for players like Kevin Durant?
Hold on, no panic.
Y'all was saucing it up. Let me talk, bro. Y'all was just doing all this because when Giannis was the one-trick pony, as y'all say he was, that's when you could do the same thing they trying to do, that little wall, and you stop them. It don't work no more. It does not work, bro. You have to acknowledge that this man proved this game every which.
If I show you his shooting chart, you would see that it does work.
You also said
he cannot shoot from the left side of the court,
bro. Man,
he can't play from the left side of the court, bro.
He's the best player on the court tonight. Period.
He's the best player.
We're talking about best player on the planet. I'm not a believer yet. That's all I'm saying. Y'all want to crown him? If you want to crown him, crown his ass.
You can't deny it, bro.
He is who I said he is.
Okay, bro, your opinion don't matter. It's the fact show that he is, bro. The fact show he's the best player in the league.
Yo,
this is the problem that y'all do. And let me finish my point because you know I'm finna tell you something. I hate when y'all do that. Don't cut me out, bro. I'll let you go crazy. Y'all get to the point where y'all want to see somebody do something at if they don't do it at the elite level,
right?
They cannot do it. Giannis can do everything a part of his game. Can he make the pass? Yes, he makes passes now. Can he hit the mid-range? Yes. Yes, can he hit a 3? Yes. Can he hit clutch free throws? Yes, he's showing everything. Yes, he's one of the best players in the league. Yes, he is dominant in the paint. And then also, besides really like Robert Williams and maybe Al Horford, and maybe you want to say Grant Williams, why wouldn't he dominate in the paint? So you calling me as a player a one-trick pony because I'm taking advantage of what the defense is giving me or what my ability has because they don't have the personnel to really stop it. They're a great defensive team. They're doing a great job. That's why Giannis is shooting a low percentage, but he's still getting to the spots he wants to. And then also you got to remember the fact that he does not have, let me finish, bro. Chill. He does not have his second best player, who also is the one who creates the opening.
We don't have our center. We don't have our center.
That's right. That's right.
We don't have our center, do we? We don't have our center. I knew you was gonna pull that out your ass. We don't have time.
Ain't nobody talking.
Guess what? The 2 games we beat them, we didn't have a starter on our squad.
You talking about Williams?
We didn't have Time Lord. We didn't have Smart. The 2 games that we beat them, we didn't have a starter. So Middleton is not an excuse.
When you talk, they expose themselves. He hating on Giannis because he's a Celtics fan. He literally said we don't have. I'm not talking from a weak perspective. I'm talking from a guy who have no favor on either side, bro.
Okay,
you talking from a fan perspective.
Well, regardless of that perspective, they also didn't have a starter in both of the games that they beat y'all. But they beat the Bucks. So don't bring up Middleton.
To adjust to the defense. And I also just said I gave credit that Williams is not there because he's one of y'all best defenders in the paint. So Giannis is y'all making it harder because
Williams don't got a ring, baby. And he ain't no all-star.
That's all right. You know what he is.
Wait. Williams is but he's one of the best defenders in the league in the paint.
I love Williams.
And he's also the best lob threat in the league, too. Don't forget that. They missing the best lob threat in the NBA.
I think you missing the point of what he's trying to actually say about Giannis. You trying to argue about everything but what he's saying. If you look at the defense that Boston playing, one of the best defense in the league, they're playing the defense that says, you know what? When you come to this hole, we clogging it. So we're going to make you shoot mid-range and 3-ball.
And he's still banging them for 40.
He's shooting the 3-ball at 35, 40%. No, he ain't shooting the middle-range at 40%. But he ain't even at, he's like mid-20, if even that.
Rave said he's shooting 42% from mid.
But he's knocking it down when he has to, though. But that's what I'm saying. His percentage is lower because y'all making him take tougher shots. But it's because
it's wide open shots, though. It's open shots. You saying tougher shots? It's tougher shots for him because he can't really do it at a high rate.
Look,
he needs to work on that. Right?
This is the argument. This is the
all
argument.
His shots are not open.
I am not ready to call this man the greatest player in the world, and that's simple. That's
better
the
than
bottom
him?
line for me.
Greatest player on the planet.
I don't know.
Wait. No. Let him answer that. Who's better than him?
Greatest player on the
I
planet.
don't know if there is a clear cut right now. I don't know.
Stop it, bro. That's ill will, dog. That's some hate stuff.
One guy just had the 14th ranked season.
You got to give me. So wait, who
in history?
So who do you got?
If you switched him with Nikola Jokic, what would you have?
They wouldn't.
You'd have a team that wouldn't get to the finals. That's what you'd have.
You believe
that? Would not be in the finals.
I believe that for sure.
They wouldn't be in the finals. Jokic don't play defense like Giannis.
Joel Embiid.
You know the
Joel Embiid had just as much talent before. It has not made it far.
So y'all feel at this point he's the undisputed
best
player?
Yes, bro.
So.
There is no dispute.
No disputing it, bro. It's no more. I had only person you could argue was KD, but now KD fell off.
And he beat KD. So I mean,
you can't beat KD. KD was the only other person, bro.
He beat him the last 5 times he's seen him. What more KD want? What
he took the NBA Finals from the Suns. He lost 2 games and won 4 straight.
Hey, if he wins these finals, I will give it up. Not until then.
How does he have to win 2?
He's already the defending
y'all illmatic, bro.
Show me you can defend.
They are, man. Yo, I tell you, I like that you said that. They are illmatic.
Look. First of all, I'm the one. First of all, I'm the one who said Giannis is the only player in the NBA right now with the potential to surpass Michael Jordan. Does everybody remember I said that? All right. So I gave the man a whole bunch of credit. A whole bunch of credit. All I'm saying to you is, show me you can repeat a championship, and I'll give it up to you as the best player in the world.
So back-to-back MVPs and the defensive player MVP of the year.
Jokic just won back-to-back.
And Jokic just won back-to-back.
So salute to Alexander Gallant.
Giannis already got
50-point closeout
winning back-to-back.
What more do you want?
I want him to win a back-to-back
championship. Giannis winning MVPs to go win championship.
Now, if he goes in the next round and gets waxed, what are you gonna say?
He's still the best player in the league.
Okay, I just wanted to keep that on wax.
It's nothing.
Put that on wax.
Take that away.
It's on wax.
My argument
is on wax.
Yep.
I just saying he's a one-trick pony offensively.
Only person that was in the conversation with him was Kevin Durant. That's it. Kevin Durant.
I don't disagree entirely. I think it's just I want to see more before I say you the best player in the league.
What you had, LeBron? Because LeBron
I still can't take KD completely out of it.
No, LeBron is out.
LeBron's out of it. All he does is
he's not the best player in the league no more.
Yeah, you got it.
LeBron didn't win back-to-back championships since Miami. So after LeBron won back-to-back championships, when did he stop being the best player? Because KD had to be the best player by your logic, because he won back-to-back championship with the Warriors, right?
I mean, so why can't you say the same thing about Steph? He got more than KD.
The best player in the league. He won back-to-back too. Yeah.
Listen,
you say he was the best player in the league? I think LeBron is the best player in the league. I mean, I'm with you though.
I had KD as the best player in the league. He was on the Warriors, but I didn't have because he won back-to-back championships. I just want to know, bro, logic. That's all I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
I mean, was he the best player?
At one point in time, I thought Curry was the best player in the world.
I didn't hear
he was
this.
balling out like that.
I didn't hear this the other day when he was like 9 for 27, and I didn't hear it the first game or the second game when he was like, oh, I don't know, he was also 25%.
You never hear it when people have a bad game.
You wouldn't have said it then. That's what I'm saying.
I've been saying he's the best player in the league, bro.
The best player in the league don't have games like that, son. Sorry.
That's false. What are you talking about? That's false.
The best player in the league don't have games with 9 for 27 from the floor.
LeBron was labeled the best player in the league. He had 11 points in the game before.
LeBron's suspect, and you know it.
What are you talking about? KD? I had KD as the best player in the league, and then he had bad games too. What are you talking about?
In the playoffs, 27, you the man.
That's impossible, bro. You talking about teams who have a 7-game series.
Best player in the world.
A 1 to 2 day break in between the game plan for a player each game, and then if you the best player like you say you is, everything is forced around you to make the game tougher for you. Why you think James Harden played good in the regular season and not the playoffs? It's the reason why.
Poor condition.
So he's kind of proving his point about the one-trick pony thing.
He's not a one-trick pony. What can he do?
I mean, you prove it. Like, okay,
what can he tell me? What he cannot
shoot a basketball.
You're proving his point.
He can shoot a basketball.
How can you be the king of basketball when you can't shoot a fucking basketball?
What is that? What? That makes no sense.
Giannis was the
that
best
actually
player
makes
on the
a lot of
court,
sense.
period, tonight. And you saw it. What more does he need
Never,
to do?
Tell me one time this year
Listen.
you watch. Hold on, wait. I got to answer this question.
No, because every time I start talking, it be a conversation.
Tell me one time this year you watched the Bucks play and you looked and said that person is a better player than him.
Didn't Middleton bail him out last year? Didn't Middleton bail him out in the finals? Isn't Middleton the closer on that team?
Now we get to the real deal.
Middleton the closer on that team?
Middleton didn't bail him. He had 50 points in the closeout game.
Exactly. They forget that part.
On the regular.
Answer this, but I said this year, this season. Tell me one game you watched Milwaukee play and Giannis didn't look like the best player on the court.
I haven't watched Milwaukee all season until this season.
Anybody they played against is always the best player on the court.
Come on. You don't even why? How do you know that?
That's where these conversations start turning to some clown shit.
You can't even have a opinion on the situation because you said you don't even watch him, so you don't even know how good he is.
I watch him in the playoffs.
You've seen him in the regular season too.
I see him in the regular season every now and then.
He wasn't the best player on the court.
I see him every now and then. I'm not watching Milwaukee
your
faithfully.
opinion don't matter because you didn't watch enough.
Okay, I'm not a Milwaukee fan. Maybe you are.
I'm a Bulls fan, bro.
So why are you watching so much Milwaukee?
Because it's basketball. We watch basketball.
Do you see my game, bro?
Look, the people on this channel who talk about they watch basketball be sitting there
They just got finished playing the Bulls. Who else they play?
And don't be talking about the games at all. I'm one of the ones who actually watch the games.
I talk about every sport, bro.
I watch the games.
You see that right there?
What happened?
Sports, bro.
What the hell is that?
Listen, I ain't sitting here arguing about who the best player in the world because
it's not arguing.
Let me talk, bro. I feel like that's all perspective. Because that's a team sport. So I ain't gonna say Giannis the best. I ain't gonna say he ain't the best. All I saying, as far as his comment about him being a one-trick pony, that's a factual thing. You can go look through stats. You can go look through the eye test. When you watch LeBron James is early in his career,
how many tricks you need to win?
You know,
got a damn ring. He's flossing right now. That's the biggest finals history ever.
Mr. Milwaukee.
When you look at LeBron, when LeBron first came in the league, when he been with Cleveland, that's the defense that they used to play against him. They built a wall. Well, LeBron been a better playmaker, so when he going to Miami, you know Miami, what he did in Miami? He developed a little mid-range, and he got a big power forward that can scratch the floor. That way, if you build that wall, he's a good playmaker to get the ball out there. You ain't start calling LeBron the best player in the world until after he won that second championship with Miami. That's when they start calling the best player in the world. So when we look at Giannis, yeah, he don't shoot the three ball at the elite level. Yeah, he don't shoot him at the mid-range elite level, and he don't got to. But at the same time, if you are not hitting that, like if even if you just was average at shooting that wall wouldn't be built. You know why they built a wall? Because he got one trick, and that's being dominant in the paint. You look at Shaq. Shaq was never really called the best player in the world. He was always called the most dominant. There's a reason for that.
So wait, so you feel Giannis?
No, see, y'all always go back to if Giannis the best. I'm not talking about that. I just talking about.
Hold on. Let Uncle Vern speak. Let's give Uncle Vern a second here. He just hopped on.
What Giannis did? Hey, look, panel. Hey, shout out to the panel. Hey, look. Did y'all see what Giannis did? Look here. Y'all better watch. Hey, Zen, if I was you, I'll watch Boston the next game. It's going to be their last game, Zen. If I was you, and you like this so much, you better get a good look this time.
Tell him, Uncle Vern.
Okay, Uncle Vern, keep the same energy now.
Let that go.
Bring that same energy next game now.
Listen to me. Understand me, Zen.
There's no reason not to have that same energy next game. They're not winning in Milwaukee.
No, I want them to sound this happy after they get their ass kicked.
Go ahead. Hey, look. Look, if you think Giannis is through right now, he ain't through. Giannis finna kill them. He finna put them to sleep.
I don't know what gives y'all so much confidence.
And when he do that, everything you
win a game and you go off to the races. It's ridiculous.
Did you see?
I'm trying to find out what y'all need from a man who's
can't wait.
Did you see what he did?
You're going to make yourself look like fools if they lose.
He killed them with the three. Giannis,
you're going to make yourself look like fools. All you're doing is digging your hole deeper. So if they lose, I'm going to burn.
Then the Celtics ain't won shit. I got more confidence in the Bucks than the Celtics.
He hit his free throws and he killed them with the three-pointer.
Totally disagree with you, Chris, but I got my horse. I'm riding it.
I'm out here.
Hold on a second, gentlemen.
Hold on, wait, y'all. Let me answer bro point. Let me answer bro point.
Hold on, let SB answer the question.
All right, let me answer bro point real quick.
We got a new guy in here.
I'm gonna eat this point. I'm gonna let the new guy go. Okay, so bro, I got a question. You said Giannis is shooting what 20? How many? What percent you say he's shooting for 3 right now?
Let me take a look. You want to know his playoff percentages?
No, against the Celtics. Yes,
against the Celtics.
Fuck all them numbers. That nigga
No. Ain't no fucking no numbers.
It's gonna take a second to get to it. But let's see this game. This game he shot 40%. He was 2 for 5 this game.
Okay.
So that's 1.
And okay, so from a guy who we just told you he has improved on all his numbers from this year, right?
Yeah.
From this season, he shot 29% from 3. So he's either around his range or above average. So he's still.
You know what 29% from 3 is?
The range.
Do you know what 29% from 3 is? That's less than 1 point per shot. That means you
matter.
lose.
He don't shoot. He only shoot like fucking 3-4 threes a game.
He shouldn't be shooting threes.
He ain't a 3-point. Well, if he didn't shoot a 3 today, he might have lost because one of them things knocked your ass down.
He hit the dagger today.
It
was the luckiest shot in NBA history.
Look, my point is this:
championship.
You gotta get to the new guy.
Fact of, because I hear what you're trying to do. First of all, you're saying it from a Boston fan perspective anyway, so it's hard to hold any little weight with what you're saying because you're speaking from the heart of a fan. I know you just took an L today, so I know you kind of hurt right now.
And you're feeling yourself, so go ahead.
I'm not. I don't care.
Obviously, you have chosen a side. Go ahead.
First of all, if
hold on, Zen. Let's speak at his point.
I mean, don't degrade me before you have your point. I have my points, and they're not built on emotion. So go ahead.
Because technically, I want Boston to win the series because I'm a Bulls fan, but Jason Tatum's my favorite player. I don't lie, bro. I call it how it is. But you can call bro a one-trick pony just because he don't do something at an elite level. That's what
you don't even do it average.
He does it good enough to get the job.
The
point is this though, he has improved. When he was a one
ignoring that whole status, man.
When he was a one-trick pony, like you said he was, it was easy to put that little wall up there. What you doing to stop him? It doesn't.
No, that's his greatness.
Hold on, y'all. We about to hold on, gentlemen. We got to get to our new. Can I know introduce our new guy? We got a new guy on the panel. What Kofani? That's your name, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, this your first time on the channel?
I mean, this ain't my first time, man. I was on here a lot of times before.
Okay. Were you on the panel?
Yeah, I was on the panel. I was down in the chat. I always be down in the chat. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I thought you was new. My bad. That might be my first time seeing your face.
Oh, so, I always been in the chat a lot, man.
Right. Where you from again?
I think
where you
Chicago.
from? Oh, okay. My bad. Shout out to Chicago. Shout out to the rack. So what's up, man? Talk to me. Let's talk.
Yeah, man. What's up, Flight? What's up, everybody, man? Hey, you know what? If the Boston, I still got Boston. I think Boston could probably tie the series up. They're gonna have to force a game 7 because nobody ain't stopping Giannis, man. Even if he got a weakness, man, you gotta keep him out the hole. You know what I'm saying? I don't see nobody really stopping that though.
That's a fact. He's
when they say a one-trick pony, I mean, like I said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's what it seemed like the offense is. Clear everything out, surround him with shooters and let him bulldoze to the paint. I mean, some people
shit, if it's working for him, hey, you're going to have to stop it. I mean, so what? If it's a one trick, it's showing the hell working.
It's LeBron. Look, I'm not saying he's not great at what he does. I'm just not ready to give him greatest in the world yet.
I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying? He's
here,
great
since we want to talk
that
I got a stat I'd like to
You discredit Boston by calling him a one-trick pony, bro.
Hold on.
There's a lot of players that's one-trick ponies.
Hold on.
He does what he does.
He's great at what he does.
You guys want to talk percentages? I want to ask y'all a question. What percentage of people right now have an NBA championship currently?
Come on, Quiz.
Man,
exactly.
Y'all might as well move the conversation because y'all about to start throwing some old irrelevant random stats out to prove something that nobody argues.
Well, I mean that's a very low percentage, but guess what? Only a handful of people.
We know what he said. That's why I wasn't no.
You know how much players just
bro, it's not easy to win championships. It's not easy to win two back-to-backs, man. That's hard though. You know what I'm saying?
Let alone 2. We agree on that.
All the man says is, in his opinion, he needs to win another one.
Championship yet. We on the way there.
And y'all attacking the man over his opinion.
No, they didn't, man. Look,
I'm not.
He said it's easy to win a championship. That's hard, bro.
First of all, thank you for that, but please, I can defend myself. And all it is for me, I ain't ready to give it up that he's the greatest player in the world. The one thing that will make me give it up is if he can win this chip. I'll give it up.
Greatest, he the best player. That's a difference.
I respect that, Zen. I got no problem with you. You know you my brother.
I'm gonna give it up.
I can't make it easy for you up here though.
All I'm saying is I can't crown him till he.
You ain't gotta crown him. You already
need to get some handles. He need to get his handles up there, I guess. And like a fadeaway jump shot, and she was like 50 for field goal percentage. That's what everybody probably want.
You know, Herm Edwards has a famous quote: "You play to win the game." I don't know what the fuck.
It should be easy to guard a one-trick pony without his second option, who creates his own shot.
But that argument don't make sense because we ain't talking about the full scope of the team.
Discrediting Boston then because
we ain't talking about the full scope of the team. I ain't talking about just him and his offensive game alone. You can add 1,000 shooters around him. He stole us not a shooter. He stole not a mid-range shooter. All he got is his dominance in the paint.
That's I don't know. He knocked down 2 threes tonight. So I mean, he got
man, listen, y'all do that same shit. Y'all talk about Lonzo.
Oh, he's 0 for 4 last game when it came to threes.
So he's supposed to be a driver now. I don't care about 1 or 2 times in a game.
Right. I mean, Jason Tatum hit a couple of threes.
Jason Tatum was 2 for 11 from 3.
But you know, I'm not gonna tell him to stop shooting.
Maybe he needs to pump and go for 2 more often.
Zen, you and I both know.
You know what Giannis do? Giannis comes down, and the first thing he look for is, let me try to get this little Euro step out the way.
That's what Giannis does. That's one of the reasons why he's great, because he knows what's really important is go to the hole.
I'm not taking that from him. He's the most dominant player in the paint. If you want to give him that, cool, I agree. But what I'm saying is, if I play a defense to where it's like, okay, you want to come to the hole? When you come to this hole, it's 2 or 3 bodies. So you better either kick him out or you better pull up. And he's keep coming to the hole and seeing 2 or 3 bodies. Bro, listen, I can't do nothing with that.
You can't do nothing to stop it. That's what you mean.
Exactly. That's why I say y'all arguing a point that nobody really trying to argue. Nobody say he's not dominant.
Nobody said that. I'm just not ready to give him.
Listen, I respect your opinion. I don't like those.
Y'all just responding because y'all got to respond. You got to listen.
People be throwing that greatest player in the planet shit out there like that means something. Like, what the fuck is that greatest player in the planet shit doing for Kevin Durant? Just played his worst playoff performance ever.
Yeah.
People was up here making excuses for him. Oh, I think he's injured. Well, it didn't stop him dropping 39 in game 4, and they still got their ass beat, didn't they?
Yeah. Yeah, but hats off to Giannis and the Bucks, man. We shouldn't take nothing away from them tonight. I'm not trying to take
That's the first time KD ever got swept in his career, right?
Yeah. But they were a playing team, and like I say, man, playing teams aren't good. So stop sitting around with these hypothetical pie in the sky ass notions that a bad team is good all of a sudden.
That's
and
right.
Shout out to the Celtics.
Thank you, sir.
Shout out to the damn Celtics, because I'm gonna be honest with you, the Celtics are a much better basketball team than I took them for. And also the Bucks are a better basketball team than people took them for, because they didn't expect them to do anything but dud out without Middleton.
Hey, but the Boston got to win game 7, man. I got forced to game 7.
They got to win game 6, bro. It ain't going to be easy in Milwaukee. You know, the outside shooters pick up the pace back at home. That's why it's going to be tougher, because the Bucks really have a good 3-point shooting team, and they've been shooting terribly in Boston from 3.
It's one person we don't talk about that deserves more credit for the Bucks, and that's Wesley Matthews.
Facts.
Locking down Jason Tatum.
Hell yeah. Yup.
He deserves credit for that. Wes played here in Portland, so I got a special place in my heart for him. We love having him here, man. I hated to see him go. I certainly hated to see him tonight.
You know who I feel bad for tonight, though, to be honest with you? I feel bad for Marcus Smart.
I don't. He keeps doing dumb shit.
Yeah, Marcus Smart make dumb plays. It's a pun on his name, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Great on defense.
Marcus dumbass. How you going to be a point guard and he just stone cold got ripped? Like, come on, bro. Like,
in the open,
got ripped.
Open court, ripped by the other point guard. And it's clutch possession. I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted.
Well, you know what? He's defensive player of the year. You know he ain't nowhere near getting no offensive player of the year award.
Nah.
And hold up, another thing I saw in that game, I really want to point this out. Like Jrue Holiday, my goodness. I mean, that motherfucker is, listen, we know Jrue Holiday's a good defensive player, but we got to give it up to him. Chris Middleton went down. Jrue Holiday stepping the F up. I mean, he's running the offense. He's going into the basket fearless. I mean, you would think this dude was the go-to scorer on that team someplace.
Yeah, he's
man, y'all been slept on Jrue Holiday, man. I've been knowing about him since Pelicans, bro.
His numbers ain't so great though. Like tonight,
I gotta be real with you though, Khalif Kofani. Like I really think this is the best version of Jrue Holiday I ever seen. I know about Jrue Holiday, but he really, 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 you know what I mean? I mean, even last year he looked good, but he looks really, really great without Middleton out there right now. Like he's really playing some of his best basketball, and he was fucking the game up at one point in this game. Let's keep it real.
Yeah, he was 9 for 24 tonight.
He was throwing the game away, man. He was doing the same Marcus Smart dumb shit closing out the second half, but he closed out the game with a lot of good, good just defensive plays, offense, all of that. He was doing this thing out there.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I gotta ask y'all a question though. What y'all think about LeBron didn't sign that extension, man? Already didn't sign that extension. So do y'all think he's gonna come back to the Lakers or he gonna leave?
Who knows?
Zion? Did you say Zion?
No, LeBron. LeBron didn't sign that extension with the Lakers. Yeah.
LeBron ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, LeBron ain't going nowhere.
What y'all think his next move gonna be if he don't come back to the Lakers? Y'all think he's going to? I've been hearing women say about he want to go to Golden State, but I don't know.
Come on, man. He really want to do that?
I don't
he's
think it's gonna happen.
He's at the point in this. Listen, he's at the point. Listen, the real deal is LeBron is playing phenomenal basketball for a dude. We've never seen anybody play this well at this age. But winning basketball, no, he definitely needs some supporting cast. But I don't think he's down that bad to be doing the walk of shame portion of his career where I'm just running around piggybacking to try to win type shit. But he has done that before. I don't know. I think LeBron probably hopefully he sticks it out a little bit, gets a little bit more help. You know what I mean? But
I don't think LeBron's gonna win another one, man. I think it's a lot for him, man. I'm just be honest, the Lakers this year, when I was looking at them, they just got outplayed, man. The talent in the league this year, man, was just unbelievable. Better than it was last year,
I think you got to do two things, Kafani. You got to get rid of Russ and probably AD.
No, that's just a scapegoat, man. I think he need to major Anthony Davis got to go, bro, because he can't stay healthy for shit. And he a good player, you know what I'm saying? I ain't taking nothing from him. But I think AD got to go, but who gonna trade for him though?
Eventually, those contracts will run out. But the other thing he needs to do is he needs to be able to work with younger dudes and get past the fact that, it ain't his time no more. Let somebody else drive that's younger and more capable. He needs to play on a young team and know his role, more or less is what I'm saying. If he wants to win. Otherwise, he'll never win again. Because now he's just pulling his buttons in.
The Lakers are in like a catch-22. So I think that the plan was for LeBron to move off the ball, which is the reason why they have, dudes there, like my man who didn't play this year, Kendrick Nunn, and even bringing Russ over there. But LeBron is too good of a basketball player with the ball in his hand, and I don't think that he or the team has confidence that they can really win without him having the ball in his hand. And it's time for him to move to a different dimension. And I know his fans are gonna hate to hear that, but the truth, he does not need to be. And LeBron is the all-time leader in turnovers. Nobody ever brings that up, but it's true also. Like they need to move him off the ball.
Okay, I can argue that. Okay,
he has to accept that role, and I don't think his fans or him.
I mean, he been playing for Danny 20 years, so them shit do power.
AD was supposed to be the face of the team this year, though. But
we can't
hear you. Can y'all hear me? Hold on.
We can't hear you, Ray. Yeah.
I'm gonna address this because I gotta address this because I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna address this real quick. Hold on. Let me start off with Panic. Let me start with you first because Zen's a funny guy. They call him the Troll King. We'll get to him in a minute. All right. Panic, you're first. Stats. He is not a one-trick pony. Giannis is averaging 7.5 assists this season, and not only his mid-range is 42%. He's shooting 42% from the free throw. Mid-range. Also, he's shooting 73% at the free throw line. And it could be better, but 73% is pretty good.
You citing season stats. You ain't citing playoff stats.
Man, look, Red, I'm going to stop you before you waste your time. I'm going to stop you before you waste your time.
Hey, but LeBron in clutch
I just know when the player's on the court, if I can isolate him to one thing,
yes, I'm addressing. You said one-trick pony. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
one-trick pony. His threes has to improve. I agree on that. He is working on that. So that has not
wasting your time.
Mid range.
This whole conversation,
Okay, mid range. Sir, are you not listening? You asked the entire panel.
I don't have the same passion to have
You asked the entire panel.
LeBron James shoot 34% from the arc, man, but that's better than me.
That's cool.
Answer the question. You asked, what has he done other than cut to the basket? You asked that, right? You said, Panic, you there?
Rave, I don't want to have this conversation at all right now, especially with you, because you about to come with some.
You're just mad that I'm actually spitting facts.
That's not going
towards the point. He actually shoots 42% from the mid range. You said earlier that he can't shoot, and he can.
He
the
can.
3-point, yes, he has to.
Rave. Just for a second, let's look beyond the stats and use the eyeball test. If he could shoot, it wouldn't be a situation where Boston Celtics is doubling up in the basket and letting them shoot. You don't let a player shoot if he can shoot.
Now listen,
he can shoot it with the freaking
nightmare. Listen, Nate. No, he can shoot the mid range. He can't shoot the 3.
So why?
Yes,
okay, Ray. Calm down, Ray. Right?
I am.
Listen, a team defensively in the playoffs, you scheme everything up because you're playing the same team for a series. A coach or a team would not sit there and say, "Listen, we know you're gonna get your buckets. We know where you get your buckets at. That's what we're gonna double at. Everywhere else, we don't care." You don't say that to a 2, 3, 4, 5 trick pony. You see that to a 1-trick pony. If I know you can only shoot 3s, but you don't drive, you don't shoot the mid-range, you don't do none of that other junk, we're going to just shut down the 3, play tight perimeter defense, and dare you to drive on us. That's called a 1-trick pony. I don't understand. It doesn't say he's a bad player. It doesn't say he's the second best. All I'm saying is he's a 1-trick pony. If it ever become a player in this league that come in and they play exactly like Giannis defensively and they shut Giannis down in the basket, Giannis would then have to shoot the middle range and the 3. If he shoot it and he shoot a low percentage, it's good for us because he shoots a low percentage. He's a 1-trick pony. Everything you about to say does not make sense because the eye test shows Giannis is bringing the ball down court. They're giving him the wide open 3 at the top of the key, but he's still deciding to get a full head of steam to do a Euro step. That's the eye test. It don't take much, Red. It don't take much at all. And when you bring up the 3 ball, he's shooting 29%. If you bring up the free arm, the mid range, you say he's shooting 40%. How much attempts is that?
And that's
over 6 attempts. But I'm wait till you're done. Let me know when you're done.
Okay, so let's say 7. Let's use the word 7. So out of 7 attempts, you're only hitting 3 shots.
Just let me know when you're done so I can answer. Just let me know. Get it all out.
No, it's nothing to get out because I'm saying everything because I don't want to hear what you got to say. You might as well skip that. And I had to talk
God
damn.
So here's the answer to that. Yes, his shooting is his 3-point percentage is like a 27, 28, something like that. Yes, I said earlier, yes, he does need to improve on shooting, and that's what he is working about.
All right,
I'm not done, bro. I let you talk.
No, because when you jump on the panel after the conversation is done to tell me things that people already said.
Okay,
I already know everything you about to say.
Bro. I let you talk. Damn. Okay, the 3-point percentage and the eye test, not just stats. Even with that 27%, if anybody who watches his games, he is going there with more confidence to take 3s, even though he should definitely hit a lot more. Now, the defense that is aligned up to compare the guard Giannis's driving lane is more obvious than the eye. It has nothing to do with the fact if he can shoot or not. It's the fact that the man is so dangerous. There's no way that you not protect the paint first. That's why they're ready to say, okay, we rather you beat us by the 3-point rather than the paint. So even if let's say Giannis shot a 90% from the
Rev, say that again.
Huh?
Say that again.
Let me continue.
I'm asking you to say something you just said again.
Because they rather Giannis beat him. They rather Giannis beat them towards him shooting a 3 or the mid range than driving. That's true.
Okay, say that one more time.
Okay, bro, I got that part. That's true.
Okay, so
but panic. But what you're trying to say is you said he's 1-trick pony. 1-trick pony means he has a high level of doing it. He has a 42% at the mid-range over 6 attempts, and he is doing fadeaways. You can look it up right now on stats and the eye test. The reason they're not going to play up on him because that's stupid. Why would you play up on a 6'11" guy who can blow by you easily? You don't do that. That's why they're protecting the paint. That nigga Giannis right now can shoot 20 attempts from the mid-range and be a 90%er at the mid-range. You think they're going to step up to play up?
Ray, let me say something real quick.
Hold on.
Ray, if you saying the same thing I say, but you're putting a positive spin on it.
Real quick. If
you're saying the same thing I'm saying, but you're putting a positive spin on it.
No. But you said what you said.
Hey, bro, like I said, man, you gotta stop Giannis, man. If he had one trick pony, it was not broke. You know what I'm saying about what you mess with it, you know.
Hey, hold on. Listen, all I'm saying is this. What you're trying to say is they're building this wall in the paint because that's all he can do. I'm not about to let you keep doing this, Rave. And that's why I try to stop you. Stop doing that. You try to put stuff in my mouth, pause, but I ain't saying that. All I'm saying is he's very, 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 very good at one thing. Everything else he's not at that level on. So when they build that wall on him, it's because they're saying, we know you're gonna get your numbers inside the basket, but we're gonna put as much problem as we can in that one thing you do very, very, very good, and don't put that much resources to things that you don't do very, very, very good. So that's a one-trick pony.
He's very good.
So hold on.
Wait.
You
try to make us seem like I saying the man.
Because that's
bullshit. Man. Like,
I'm gonna tell you where that's bullshit. So that means technically LeBron James is one-trick pony then.
Nope.
Tell me how.
Not at all.
James has evolved his mid-range
exactly
to a higher degree.
No, because you're no. Here's what I'm saying. LeBron,
and he can do it in the playoffs.
Hold up.
No.
LeBron's finishing.
This motherfucker has shot 0% in game 1 for 3, 25% in game 2 for 3, 17% in game 3 for 3, and 0% in game 4 for 3.
You're just salty because you're a Celtic.
And that's why I keep shutting Rave down when he talking. Rave always come late, and when he come late, he come with stuff that don't even matter. Why you bring up LeBron? We all us know LeBron multi-dimensional player.
For one, please.
You just torpedo your whole
do not always say. Hold on. For one, do not say I always come late. I'm always here.
Oh, now he gonna argue about the late part of the
Okay, so don't say that. Okay, don't say that then. Don't say that, bro. It's that simple. Or number two, nigga. You can't say some shit like that when everybody's agreeing with me right now in the chat, and possibly other than Zen. And the only nigga that's agreeing with your ass is Zen.
It don't matter who agree with me, Ray. That's your problem. You want the crowd to agree with you to feel
okay, so
right.
why are you acting like I'm so damn wrong?
But Ray. You're the only one Take a chopo because you about to get mad and start calling people bitches and all that. All I saying is he's a one-trick pony. If you don't agree, cool.
He averages 8 assists.
But he's shooting 29% from
What's
3.
his usage rate?
He's shooting 29% from the 3.
What's his usage rate? If you got the ball 40% of the time, you're going to have assists.
He shoots 29% from 3.
You're going to have assists.
Okay. Wow, we got one thing bad about Giannis. Name something else he's bad at other than
the mid-range game. You just say he shoot 40% on only more than 6 shots. So say out of them 7 shots,
Dude can't play from the left side of the court. He can't play from the left side of the court. How about that? How about that? He can't play from the left side of a basketball court. He can't.
I'm about to get to you, Zen.
We giving you facts. We giving you facts.
I'll show you the shot charts. I'll show you the shot charts. He can't shoot from the left side of the court.
We giving you facts, Raven.
How? Yo, Panic.
We giving you facts.
I've been tracking Giannis through the playoffs.
I know when we came out earlier that Giannis can shoot from the left side of the court.
No, he can't play from the left side of the court.
Okay, Zen, his left side of the court, whatever. Okay, I'm talking about
and you can't say whatever to actual stats. Come on now.
I'm talking to you who has not brought that one fact. The nigga Giannis is shooting 42% over 6 attempts.
You say that like that's a bunch of attempts, bro. That's only 6 attempts.
What do you mean, dude?
42%.
That's like shooting 2 for 6.
42% what?
42% on mid-range.
From that's the playoffs or that's the
is that mid-range or overall field goal percentage?
Bro, what the fuck?
I'm asking you. Because you saying some other shit you was citing.
No, Zen, you're talking about Zen.
You was citing regular season when his playoff numbers are doo-doo.
You can't win by.
Zen, I'm about to address you because okay, hold on. Let me take a pause for a minute.
You can do it with us both now.
Red, just go down, go sip some tea and come back with a better argument about something else. This ain't working for you.
Dude, Giannis. Okay, Panic. Here's what I'm saying, Panic.
I know what you're saying.
No, you don't. Panic. If Giannis shot 90% from the mid-range on 10 attempts, they still will guard the paint, nigga. Even if it was
listen, Red. I think you must understand the argument everybody having right now. If he shot 90% from the mid-range, they wouldn't bullet wall on inside. They will play a defense to where they got to stop inside and the mid-range.
That's not true.
I'm telling you.
That's not true.
He don't even shoot 90% from the paint.
Dude, that is not
true.
Hey,
man, damn.
Giannis has no ability to stretch the floor. How about that?
If Giannis develops a mid-range to where it's a 90%,
he don't even shoot 90% from the paint, bro.
Can you? Bro. I know that. I'm thinking.
So you saying 90% for the free from the mid-range? Of course, he got to devise a defense that's going to stop the inside and the mid-range. It's harder to defend him now because he can shoot the mid-range. Now he's a two-trick pony.
Hold up, yo, Giannis. What I'm saying is Giannis can get good at the 3 and mid-range.
I don't know what you say. His mid-range is 42%.
It doesn't matter how good.
Okay.
I'm saying it doesn't matter how good Giannis upgrades his 3-point and mid-range. Giannis can shoot 50% from the 3 on multiple attempts.
Your argument is on.
Dude, the Celtics have no big guys.
Is that a New York Knicks hat, Zen?
Sure is.
Yeah.
You know I switch up every day, Marvin.
Giannis is shooting a good.
It's that hater spirit in him.
Milwaukee, my question is Milwaukee gonna win on Friday.
Y'all ain't never seen me
hold on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna address Zen because me and Panic ain't going nowhere.
You ain't going nowhere.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Man, listen, Rig, you just making redundant conversation.
Bro, okay, all right, Panic, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to picture this guy Zen. Put it on your face on the screen. This guy is salt. He disrespected a 6'11" giant who is most definitely a NBA champion, an NBA Finals MVP, 2 times MVP. I mean, most valuable player, 6-time All-Star, 3 all-time NBA first team, 2-time second team, defensive player of the year, 3-time defense. Oh my God. Most approved, all rookie of the second team, and he is all in your top 75 of all time list. He has been a top 5 player for 5-6 years in a row, and you were telling me you have to see more from Giannis Antetokunmpo. Really, Zen? You are
Zen. Just don't say nothing. Just don't respond.
Just because you chose the Celtics to go all the way, you could not be that salty. Disrespect.
If I was on Giannis's nuts, who the fuck would I have chosen? I'm not a born and raised Celtics fan. I didn't follow the Celtics until mid-season. I'm not a born and raised Celtics fan.
Oh no, you're not. Yeah, I know you're a Trailblazers fan. I know.
So if I was on Giannis's nuts like you are, I would have chosen.
I ain't gotta be on Giannis's. Oh, true. Listen, I ain't gotta be on Giannis's nuts, but I ain't gotta disrespect the guy who's not humbly won championships. He is a 2-time MVP, dog. Why are we disrespecting the guy who's a top 5 player?
Tricks.
You
can charge the basket on the right side of the lane.
Hold on.
You can play defense.
Shout out.
Who's better than Giannis right now? Who's better than Giannis right now, Zen?
I don't know.
Hold on.
I'm not proclaiming anybody better than him. I'm telling you the one thing I need to see this dude do to give him the crown. To give him the crown. Is repeat. I'm
okay. Shout out to the panel.
I'm accusing you of recency bias.
Look at your face. You're
this is dick riding because he just won. He just won last year. He just won tonight. So you ride his dick.
Come on,
this is dick riding 101. I'm telling you, I got criteria above. He just won tonight. To call this man the greatest player on earth.
A 6'11" guy from Greece.
Call him the greatest player on earth.
He's from Greece.
It's not a new thing.
You think he's the greatest player on earth?
It's not.
Come on, man.
I don't see it.
Hey, listen, the Grizzlies up by 27.
I don't think he has the skills to call him the greatest player.
He's already about to go to a championship.
Shout out to the panel.
The Grizzlies up 27 right now.
But I don't think he has the
Prince
skills
of
to call him the
Belize
greatest
is in
player
the
on earth.
building.
He's already
He's the greatest player on the planet right now. Already.
I'm not hating on him. The man has the chance to surpass Michael Jordan, in my opinion.
You know he ain't gonna do that.
I want to see if he
Why do you feel like
repeats
you gotta
this
take
year.
the award?
Listen, if he repeats this year, you will have your argument. That'll be it for me. Period. But I got high standards for who I'm going to call the greatest player on this planet. Kevin Durant repeated twice. He did it. He shot daggers in LeBron's face twice.
And let's not forget he got injured. He's still recovering from an ACL. He's still recovering from an ACL.
Has Giannis beat the best player on earth yet?
Please. He still ain't better
Kevin
than Giannis.
Durant did beat the best player on
Kevin
earth.
Durant is better than Giannis, bro. You're wild.
Oh my God, Belize, come on. Oh,
Memphis up 27 points at half.
When's the last time you seen KD beat Giannis, Belize?
Thank you for watching Flight Sports.
Tell me the last time you seen him actually beat Giannis.
Make sure you
any game.
All right. Share the video. Make sure your friends know about us.
I think I stand by what I believe in, right? And I agree with Zen. I agree with Zen. Zen said a great point, right? The Bucks made it to the dance last year. Great. We cannot take that away. And KD lost by a shoe. Hold on. He lost by a toe size, right?
He got swept.
We could argue that. We talking about last year. So we're saying, hold on,
out his damn toe.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to get the narrative. I just want to paint the narrative. I just want to paint the narrative for the Bucks. That's all I wanted to do. That's all I was trying to get at. So they won the chip last year against the Suns. In my opinion, that was a game win, and they were supposed to beat the Suns. They was a better team than the Suns. So, granted, right? They won. I'm not taking the championship away. What I need to see, like Zen was saying, is that we need to see that on a consistent basis. Can he bring them back to the dance again? If he goes to the finals,
and that's a fair
the year before that, hold on.
But we're not there yet. You can say he can go to the finals.
He went to the conference finals. What are we talking about?
My question is, what you think the team's gonna look like? Are they gonna have a chance to make it to the playoffs and actually win?
I'm not even. I just wanted to make the take. Like I agree with Zen. Like if he show up this year and he get another ring, then yeah, we cannot argue it, bro. We can't until somebody dethrone him. But he got to defend the title and win. That's why I say again, like I said yesterday or the day before. If the Suns make the finals and loses, Chris Paul shows me that he's that guy, even though he already showed it. But I'm just saying, like he did the finals consistently, and you know what I mean. And that's what counts. That's like John Stockton to me. Like he even though he lost to the Bulls, he lost to the better team. So again, if the Suns make it out the West and they lose to the Bucks are the better team. They're supposed to lose to them.
Yeah, looks like you wrong again.
Ain't nobody wrong or right. We all got our own opinions.
No, I just trolling right now. I know Rave care about being right or wrong, so I just say that.
Say, can a brother get
hold on. I want to shout something out. Let me say something real quick, and then I'm gonna leave it alone.
It's just I'm hearing the total disrespect of a guy.
Ray, we know you don't know nothing about basketball. We don't.
Hold on. Let me get this in real quick, Ray. Ray, let me get something in real quick, Ray.
Anyways,
I want to tell y'all a story real quick, man. I was at the hockey game. You know, the Rangers versus the Penguins. Rangers won, shot them out. You know what I mean? 3-2. We need them to get to game 7, so I keep my hours going in there. You know. But besides the point, I met this kid today, man. Right, and I was like, he was we have a little hoop inside of our store. So he kept dunking the ball, and I was like, "Yo, bro, you like we had a hockey game." So I'm like, "Yo, bro, you like basketball? Like, who your favorite player?" Bro, I promise you, I cannot make this up. This man looked at me and said, "LaMelo Ball." I said, "Serious?" I said, "You dead serious?" He looked at me like I was crazy. Like, yeah, I said LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball is my favorite player. He's the best player in the world. And I went, "Yo, bro," and you know me, I'm a LaMelo, right? So I took back. I said, "Yo, bro, that's crazy." I was like, hold on. Had to take my phone out and show him, like, "Yo, bro, I rock with your boy LaMelo." And I told him to shout out, and I told him to follow on Flight Sports. So, you know, I just had to throw that in there real quick. That was cool, though, just for a kid to say that, bro. That was shocking to me, bro. Because, I mean, I hear it all the time, but, you know, that's
hang on, let me say something, guys. Shout out to the chat and the panel, man. I want to say something. What's going on, guys? I do not like Giannis. He just beat my Bulls. You know I hate that son bitch. But
that was real.
But listen to this, guys, and this is to you, Zen.
Yeah.
You say force him left and you stop him, right? Well, in this series, he's averaging 33.6, 12 rebounds, and 7 assists.
Yeah.
And that's forcing him left. 33, 12, and 7.
I know. You can't stop him, but you can make him
You can make him
you can make him inefficient, and that's what they've done for most of the series.
And let me say this last thing, Zen. You were right. Game 1, 9 out of 25, but look at his progress. Game 2, 11 out of 27, 16 out of 30, 14 out of 32, and 16 out of 27. Percentage-wise, 36% first game, 40, 53, 43, 59 today. He's steadily rising.
Yeah. He's
improving. He finds a way.
He's a champion. When you take a look at his playoff performances, you're starting to see a trend. He's closing out series like this.
Yeah, well, what it is that he just takes his shots. He gets to his. It's hard to stop him when he put his fucking shoulder down and start heading to the basket. Plus, they give him foul calls. So, but I'm gonna say this in the Bulls' defense: he averaging 33 against Boston. He only averaged 28 against the Bulls.
Come on, man.
I'm joking, but I mean, I don't know what the fuck the Bulls did, but I don't know what the Celtics did to piss him off because he cutting the fool now, bro. But he pretty good.
He had that
Marvin, and also Marvin. Also, hey,
my boy.
Marquise and Coffee.
And Rave.
What up, Coffee? What up, Coffee?
Man, this panel just got interesting.
Marvin.
I'm happy.
I'm gonna go first.
Coffee, wait.
Hey, Marvin.
What you got?
Explanation, Coffee. Explanation, Marvin. 640th point game for Giannis. Second most in Milwaukee Bucks history.
They don't
want to hear that shit, Marquez.
Why not?
I think you still.
If you don't know Giannis is good, then you ain't watching the game.
Finals
Everybody should know
MVP. Hey, guess what? Finals MVP 2 times.
He just
That's
had
That's a prediction.
Finals MVP 2 times.
He's a low,
I would give it up. No doubt. Just
Ray,
like I gave it up to KD.
Hey, Ray. And tomorrow, and when that next game comes, Ray, I think you need to sing his song. I think we might need to preview that song.
You already know the song is coming.
Come on, Pastor Ray. We need to sing from the heavens.
Before you do, Marquez.
Yes.
If this motherfucker win this year, he's on the Jordan path.
He's already on there, but you know he got to.
Man, stop it! He's already on the Jordan path. You gotta stop acting like that.
No, but you gotta win back to back to be really on the Jordan path.
A long way to go to get on Jordan's level. I ain't jumping
out. I don't see him getting past
y'all don't understand.
The accolades, listen,
I can see them beating Miami for sure, though.
That Bobby Portis shot.
Giannis is not winning.
I mean, Miami been playing that ball, man. So
hey, that Bobby
Adebayo ain't stopping Giannis.
Hey, that Bobby Portis fillet, the tip in for the win.
Man,
That's a legendary moment for a championship team.
I want to say this, and this is to Zen. As much as we all talking,
this is legendary. Explain that, Marvin.
We all talking. As much as we all talking, Boston lost this game. Milwaukee didn't win it. Boston lost this fucking game, guys.
Man, miss me, man.
Yeah,
who cares?
Say it again, Marvin.
Hey, who cares?
Let me tell you,
participation trophy.
Specifically, Marcus Smart's silly ass.
Boston had this game won, and they fucking
in order for Boston to win, they had to force a game 7. That's the only chance they got. If they can't do nothing next game, it's a wrap.
Hey, Marvin, but guess what? Marvin, but guess what, Marvin?
I want to bear witness to the greatest man on the planet. One of the greatest men on the planet.
That's right, Coffee.
Thank you.
I got to bear witness to one of the greatest men on the planet. First of all, what's up, panel? Everybody on the panel, everybody in the chat. But I got to bear witness to one of the greatest men on the planet.
And what's his name? What's his name? Coffee. You cooking, Coffee?
It's me. I'm the greatest man on the planet. And I'm going to say this. A lot of y'all about to get angry, real mad. This ain't got shit to do with the basketball game.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I got to say.
Here we go.
I got to say this shit, man. Especially the panel. I'm disgusted in the panel, especially the panel, because only a few of y'all donated to Flight Sports TV in terms of contributing. Besides Rave and Dex and Flight, ain't none of y'all gave no money to Flight Sports TV. You can get $5 a week, $10 a week.
Hold on. Hey, hold on.
I'm gonna let you get in. $5 a week. That's $20 a month. That ain't shit. Now this is what I'm doing. I ain't gonna say no names. I'm keeping up receipts. I told y'all what I'm about to do. It's going down, and I ain't taking no freeloaders. It ain't happening. We going to New York under Belize's situation. He can get those joints in New York. We going to the game. I'm paying for everybody, and I'm paying for the hotel. I love for you motherfuckers to call my bluff, because I said when the deal go through, it's going down. Now when the deal do go through, everybody that didn't contribute shit to Flight Sports TV didn't get no money. They scared to get found out, and you motherfuckers.
Hey, coffee. 1 sec. Isaiah Curry, you better start looking in these. You most definitely start looking in the past. Other than my face reveal, I have done a lot.
You are mad talking about a face.
Hold on, Ray.
I paid this cash out.
Don't even address that shit. Here's your face reveal. Hold on, Ray. Here's your face reveal at the game when we in New York. All of us gonna be in New York. I'm gonna buy that shit out. We're gonna have food. We're gonna have fun. We have entertainment. It's gonna be off the chain. But the motherfucker.
I'm gonna see my face reveal before that. I'm gonna leave it alone.
I always see Slim guy. Basil be contributing. Slim guy be contributing, and probably a few others in the chat. I'm gonna check the receipts though. But this shit going down. We're gonna have a ball in New York. We're gonna have a ball, dog. And fuck around, do this shit back to back. It's a write-off on taxes for me. It ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? I keep telling y'all in Chicago, this money ain't shit how we got it. And that's before I had these connections. We had this paper. Now I got these connections fucking with these billionaires and shit. They gonna pay for the shit. And we're gonna have fun. And we get the Flight Sports TV shirts made and all that shit. This is my word. I'm on TV. I'm on y'all shit saying this shit. I ain't just saying no what's it. I'm on Flight Sports TV saying this shit. So mark it down, record it down. I don't give a fuck who get angry. If you ain't giving no paper up, you ain't paying no money. You ain't trying to give up $20 or $10 or $5 a week. They don't even try to come down there with us. We ain't get down like that. All that phony shit.
Somebody got to phone me in on what's going on.
And like and subscribe. You can't tell you all that shit no more. That should be automatic. Like and subscribe. That ain't shit.
Shit, I won't be extorted.
In order for this channel to run,
sounds like extortion for real.
In order for this channel to run, you got to get the money up.
Come on, Zan.
Anybody talking that side talk, you really broke.
If I gave it come from the kindness of my heart, not just coffee running his mouth.
Look. If you give right from the kindness of your heart, but to support. Zan, to support. And the first one to say something feel fucked up.
What that gets on anybody?
You feel fucked up. See that bullshit. That bullshit will show itself. So contribute, dog. Contribute. Everybody's not contributing, you're gonna be no short. We're gonna have a fucking ball. On top of that shit, I called it out. I said what was going down.
You're good, Chuck.
I told you what's about to happen, and it's going down. And like brother Marvin said, I hate that the Milwaukee beat the Bucks. I mean the Bulls too. But that motherfucking Giannis is a monster. I don't give a fuck if he just do one thing. You can't stop the one thing that he do. Man, they get a plethora of shit. You talk about Shaq. Shaq can't shoot free throws. Well, you can't stop his dunk. So it ain't about that. You got to stop the motherfucker at the end of the day.
It's dominant. Pure dominant.
Why ain't nobody talking about Memphis? Is Golden State just cruising tonight, guys?
No, Memphis up 27.5.
Is Golden State just cruising tonight?
Hey, Penny.
No, they getting their ass whooped.
Hey, Penny.
Ain't no cruise about that.
Y'all get that money up.
I mean, it is what it is, though.
Shit, them boy getting the 30 ball right now. 33 point
blow up. Fuck all that old 30 ball shit. Get that money at the Flight Sports TV. All you
boy, grown ass man, I can fly myself to New York. Fuck you talking about something?
Look.
Boy.
It ain't about you flying to New York. It's about you supporting Flight Sports TV.
I support that shit by being on the panel, giving my.
That ain't shit. If
I want to give some money up, you gonna be up the kindness of my.
That ain't shit. That ain't nothing. That's you running your mouth. That's Dr. Seuss book talk. You ain't got no fucking money to give.
Yeah. I got no money. I broke.
Money. And don't tell me about how much money you got. Because we ain't about to play big bank, take little bank. We ain't gonna even have that discussion.
Bro, we on YouTube and you about to get into a big bank, low bank.
On some man shit, we just gonna support TV. So if you got that bag, support Flight Sports TV. How much money you got? I ain't gonna tell you how much money.
Yeah, but your popcorn. Get your popcorn ready. Get your popcorn ready.
Sports TV. That's what we on. That's what I'm on anyway. And I'm on some. I'm talking about this out. I'm gonna fuck who you are.
But anyway, Grizzlies won in 88.
I'm not worried about the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies
if you don't, that's on you. We're gonna have a fucking ball. On top of that,
Rave, I'm Rave. I'm a calling nigga Rave. Coffee, this ain't no field trip. We grown ass men. I'm pretty clear.
Why you coming at me? I ain't even talking about you, nigga.
Wow. Really no panic. He wasn't talking to you.
Really no panic.
What's good, Jax? Bro.
Come at the one that's talking. Come at me. Come at the motherfucker that's talking. It ain't about being tough. It ain't about me being gangster. It ain't about you as a man.
Breaking up, Coffee.
I said I was about to call you Rave.
Your mic is messing with my mic. Your mic making my ears hurt. Your mic making my ears bleed.
You ain't taking us on a field trip. We grown ass men.
Hey,
look. Can afford to take yourself to New York.
Ain't nobody no field trip, you goofy motherfucker. Ain't nobody no field trip. You dumb motherfucker.
He hanging a field trip over niggas' head for nothing. Boy, if you don't carry your ass,
it's about a cohesive team, dog.
You sound crazy.
Dog, if you over here, you feel
I see
bad.
Somebody in the text say Rave ain't support. So fucking well.
I challenge you. Look,
Rave, nigga, I ain't say shit.
Look,
right. You better stop before Rave and get on me. I'm Rave's bodyguard. Show your role, no panic.
Panic, talk to me, Panic.
Talk to
hold on. Talk to me.
I think y'all understand what I'm saying.
I'm the one talking. Talk to me. All right. I'm telling you what it is.
You're not going to force me to support nothing. I don't want to do my own personal self.
Ain't nobody
gonna sit with them damn dogs.
Y'all two in your traumas tonight. Y'all gotta chill.
We all going down in New York. We gonna have a motherfucking ball. All you can eat. All that shit. We gonna have a ball, and it's shit gonna be on me. I'm gonna pay for it all. It ain't about no fucking field trip. It's about brotherhood. I love brotherhood.
And that's cool. That's cool. I love
solid motherfuckers. And if you're a broke motherfucker, you need to ride no way. You need to tag along no way.
Yeah.
Take your own personal field trip. Goof ass. Take your own field trip. Just like that. Now,
hold on, gentlemen.
If you want to holler at me,
hey, listen, Dex need to talk real quick.
Come on, coffee to the
really
world.
saying nothing.
You need me on coffee to the world. Come on, man, coffee. You can holler at me at coffee to the world.
These niggas asked about 40 y'all.
What you say, Benny?
I know.
I said, when your lights
watching
you had like
they
little
going up
glasses,
by 40 on these niggas.
I can't hear you. What you said?
They started with running Desmond Bain. Like they had him take the
What you saying? Don't stop saying up the subject. I'm about to be out of this anyway. But y'all heard what I'm saying? It's going down like that. You ain't got to give up shit. But the ones that do contribute to Flight Sports,
them old niggas on the block
that's giving $5 or $10. Them the ones I'm looking at. Them the ones I'm taking. We going down there to New York. We gonna have a ball on some brotherhood shit. Anybody else?
So basically, if you support, he gonna take y'all to New York.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Panic. Do your research, Goofy, before you say something. All right? Do your research, dumb motherfucker.
Gentlemen, hold on 1 second.
Wow.
You guys get out of hand with this right here.
Oh no, it's not them.
First of all, hold on, man. First of all, shout out to Flight Sports TV.
Ali, chill out with that name, bro.
Take it easy, bro.
I ain't even saying
Take it easy, bro. First of all, hold on, man. Let me introduce myself. Shout out to Flight Sports TV. Shout out to Flight Sports TV. Shout out to the panel. Shout out to the Courageous Chat. And shout out to everybody that's rocking with us tonight. Because you could be anywhere in the world, but you chose to rock out with Flight Sports TV. And we try our best to give you the best content available. But as we all know, man, there's always fundraising and there's always charity. We shouldn't be angry when somebody proposed fundraising and charity to support, to remind us the type of situation that we always in. One thing I'm gonna tell y'all, man, we ain't no beggars, and we ain't here to basically try to solicit or try to be any type of church or make you feel uncomfortable. count your pockets. But at the same time, we live in America, man. America is a capitalist society, and money makes the world go round. So if you feel that you can just live without money or live without giving and be part of a family and a community like Flight Sports TV, then something has got to be wrong with you. It ain't wrong with the person that's acting. It's got to be something wrong with you, because one thing Flight does, Flight opened up his panel. He's giving everybody an opportunity to engage. You understand what I'm saying? He's not being selfish. It's not like Flight is lazy. It's not no lazy guy, because he built this. He built this off the back and off the sweat of his equity that he put into his channel. He built this. It ain't like he's lazy and just trying to play the background and then let everybody else, work for him. No, he's not sitting on no king throne. You see how Flight get out. He got the kids. He got the wifey. He got the job. He be tired sometimes. Sometimes he tells us, man, I'm tired, man. I was just tired. I'm sorry I'm late. I'm trying to give you guys something when I can give you guys something. You feel what I'm saying? So don't feel ashamed if somebody asks for a few little coins for here or there. You feel what I'm saying? It's not like it's circulating through us. If Flight get a little few coins off this, cool, man. Let him do his thing, because this is his grind, and we're participating in his grind. And from his grind, we can shine because we have an opportunity to showcase ourselves, to showcase our skills. If you want to get on camera, he let you get on camera. He ain't try to hide everything for himself. But basically, all I want to say is, Giannis Antetokunmpo.
Hold on, before you say that.
Giannis is breaking the mold.
Appreciate that.
Hold up, Dex. That's real shit you just said. I hope everybody took that in, because it ain't, the money don't go to me, nigga. I don't need the money. It ain't none of that. It's the Bill Flight Sports TV. I heard Belize say this, and I rival Belize 1000%. He said this shit could be bigger than ESPN, and it can, because it's real spit. It's real shit. People of color never support people of color. It's fucking degrading. It's disgusting. Like on some real business. Minister Farrakhan said we must all support. Them my people. That's what I ride with. So when I come on this channel and I see real people and I see real people spit real spit, man, give up $5 or $10 a salt buck, a dub. That ain't no money. Y'all do that shit off taking them bras out. And even the women in the chat, I'm calling the women out too. Get that money up. Yeah, everybody. Ain't no discrimination on money. Give and support Flight Sports TV. You want to be angry at somebody? Don't be mad at Flight. Don't be mad at Dex. Don't be mad at Ray. Get mad at me. Come and see me. And until then, keep giving that money up. I'm gonna keep on giving that money up. We're gonna support this shit all the way on to the wheels fall off.
Listen, I already told before. Every dime, and I hear it all the time because I'm close to Flight. He tells me all the time. Every dime is used for the channel to grow. You know what I'm saying? And yes, Coffee been talking about this.
Trying to set our ball facts.
Yeah, yes, Coffee was talking about we going on this
possibly.
Possibly.
But him saying, the hero be donating. They give up to the channel, and then the channels I'm gonna be blessing. Flight Sports TV, Ball Facts, and AB the Hero, because them the channels that's always supporting other channels, and they don't have no what's name about it. I'm just saying, if you got $5, $10, $20, get that shit up, man. You get it back. You get the blessings back. For real, them tickets I'm talking about, that shit gonna cost over $25,000. This ain't no bullshit. This ain't no bragging nothing type of business. No, it's about, look, we got it. It's a write-off on taxes for me. We got it. We gonna support. That's what we gonna do all the way along. If you don't do it, it's okay. You're just gonna see us having the ball any motherfucking way. We should have Flight Sports t-shirts, all that shit. Why we ain't got that shit, man? We should have all that. That shit take money. People of color need to support people of color. That's got a website. Website to be supporting that. Church should be supporting that. People of color, man. We got to. In the chat and on the panel. That's a different panel. I'm calling most right. I'm
quite sure. Listen, Flight.
That's why Panic not even in this panel, man. You fake ass nigga.
But listen. We're not gonna talk behind nobody's back for one thing.
No, I said just before. Sometimes.
Right? No panic. Understand? Somebody got an echo going on.
And somebody got a bad echo. Somebody got a bad echo.
But one thing we got to keep in mind is this right here. Who got that echo?
Yeah.
Everybody mute your mic so we can find out where the echo's coming from. Yeah. This is not no new storyline. Is that you, Ray, with the echo?
Hold on, 1 sec.
Yep, that's you, Ray.
Is it?
Yep, that's you, Ray.
You sure?
Yep. Either the rave or the new guy, the new guy right here. The new guy right here.
Me, hold on, let me see.
Nah, that's not me. That's not me. That's not me.
Okay, there we go. It's gone. Yeah. Okay. The one thing to know, that's not a new storyline and things of that nature. So let's move on past that. It was a lot of courageous basketball played tonight. Giannis is just in a class of his own, and it takes a demonstrative game from other superstars just to get past Giannis, and that's a telltale sign that what we're witnessing, we're witnessing a whole new form of dynamic of what you call a one-man band. When you see Giannis Antetokunmpo play, he played with so much fervor and so much energy that it compels other teams to give more of themselves than they would normally do through a course of a game. And a lot of times you can't get that game in and game out from a lot of the role players outside the superstars. So when you have a Jason Tatum, when you have a Jaylen Brown, when you have the old man Owls of the world, if you notice that the old man Owl wasn't able to garner that type of energy to overcome the resilience of Giannis Antetokounmpo when he lost the game before. That is a sign where the Milwaukee Bucks somehow, some way regained home court advantage, and that put Boston in a very perilous and ominous situation. Boston Celtics right now is on the brink of elimination, and we witnessed that early on in the first game of two. Giannis Antetokounmpo dominance, and he continued to show why he's the greatest player in the NBA right now in the day. I believe Giannis has usurped LeBron James. He has usurped Kevin Durant, definitely James Harden. So it's not much out there that you can say about my brother. You still got the echo going on. My brother that's cammed up. Only me and you cammed up. Your echo's coming from your area. Yeah, we appreciate you cammed up. I like the background in that color. It looks very exotic. But yeah, so as we witness the force of Giannis Antetokounmpo, my brother, can you hear me?
You got an echo out there. Yeah,
yeah, it's the brother with the cam. Yeah, as we sit here and witness something right now, we should be really cherishing, if we're thorough NBA fans, that this Boston Celtics series, to me, is the most exciting series that I've seen in a long time. Boston have shown their legacy brand, how Boston always seemed to make everything difficult for the other teams in situations like that. So I appreciate what Ime is doing over there with those young cats over in Boston outside of Old Man Al. So keep going, Boston. It's not over with. Even though you're on the brink of elimination, you're sitting where the Grizzlies are sitting. You're sitting where Dallas Mavericks is sitting. So and you're also sitting where the Philadelphia 76ers are sitting. So they need to be able to teeter back on the more positive trend where they tie up this game in Milwaukee, which is going to be a very, very difficult task for Boston to overcome. And now we're witnessing the Memphis Grizzlies, as we all seen throughout the year. Memphis has always shown that they are a very mighty team in the absence of Ja Morant. And that's why it was difficult for me to accept that Ja Morant was the most improved player when on the side of him, his co-partner seemed to really actually win that award. And we have seen Ja Morant actually give that award to Desmond Bane. So I don't know how the panel feel about that, but listen, these Grizzlies are really growling right now. You follow what I'm saying? They're hungry and they see honey on the back of these Golden State Warriors.
Well, I'll say this, Dex. What happens with the Grizzlies is when Ja is not there, they play more of team basketball. As you look at the stats on them now, you got 4 players in double figures in the starting lineup. Well, when Ja is there, he tended, I'm not criticizing his game, but it seems like he just doesn't let the team gel together as well as when he's there. You're looking at Desmond Bane with 21, Jones with 21, and Jackson with 21 tonight. They playing well together. And that's not a knock against Ja. It's just sometimes they step up when they don't have their superstars. But for them to be winning by 50, they actually winning by 49 points now, guys. I don't know if Golden State I don't know what the hell they're doing out there tonight.
Well, yeah, that's interesting that you say that because when you coalesce the talent of the Memphis Grizzlies, they're just a better team than most people give them credit for, and the presence of Ja is just it's sometimes overwhelming that we tend to forget the Desmond Banes and the Jacksons and those players of that ilks of the world because they do their role very excellently with Ja. And they do their role superbly without Ja. And when you have that type of dynamic, that's a good problem to have because a lot of teams shrink when their superstar is not present amongst them in the thrones of war. These Memphis Grizzlies, they get down in their foxhole. Listen here. Memphis Grizzlies is battling a former dynasty that still have its core essence together.
They should be ashamed of themselves, Dax.
Yeah, they losing by 50 points.
Golden State should be ashamed of themselves.
It's crazy in the playoff game. This is an elimination game for the Grizzlies. And the Warriors should smell blood. The Warriors should be smelling blood. And these Warriors should be playing like their tag on their jersey, Warriors. Right now, they're not playing like Warriors. It seems like the Grizzlies smell honey. And they're attacking, and they're being disruptive to the old gate watchers of the NBA, which is the Golden State Warriors. So the regnant of regnant of that ruling class of the Golden State Warriors, if they don't get this shit right, it could come to an end in the second round of this year's playoffs.
Okay, here's where I guess I can disagree in a way. I never expected the Warriors to be this type of team. They surprised me by going to the playoffs, and they did give them credit. They made it to the playoffs. They got their boy Klay Thompson back. But I'm guessing y'all see it in a different way. I don't. I see it. I saw a guy, Klay Thompson, that's coming back from injury. He's playing okay. He has his good games. He has his bad games. Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies, they've been tearing up this year. Ja Morant getting most improved. I did not agree on that. Not saying he did not improve, but him getting most improved trophies, because those are trophies for guys that kind of losing their radar on the league and then showing this huge improvement. Ja Morant is a rookie of the year. He should not even be validated to even be a part of that type of list of most improved. Because to me, that's kind of disrespectful. Because I'm expecting Ja Morant to be part of the guys that's going to excel. So I should not expect him to be no most improved trophy. When it comes to the Warriors, I guess there's fans out there. For me, I felt like a lot of them dropped off. Draymond got older. Klay Thompson, he just now come back from injury. God damn it, Stephen Curry just now starting to get his starting spot back. The man was sitting on a bench behind the boy Poole. So, I mean, if y'all feel like they should be going crazy, I mean, that's just your point, y'all point of view. If y'all maybe that's like not me, because I can't see that because
that's just your point.
Y'all point mute they mic, man. Hey.
I can't see that because.
But maybe y'all can see that. Anyway,
either you have your StreamYard on with YouTube, you have to cut off your YouTube, or your mic might be too loud. You might have to turn your mic down. You have to cut off your YouTube, or your mic might be too loud. You might have to turn your mic down.
I might have to cut it down. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Now, when it comes to the Grizzlies, they're doing their thing, and they've been showing that all season long, and even in the playoffs. They're going to be monsters. I think they're going to finish out the series as Memphis ahead, but they're going to fall short when they meet the Suns. Why? Because Suns have a lot of experience when it comes to these playoffs, and especially you got your head honcho leader of one of the greatest IQ players, Chris Paul. I don't see Memphis beating that experience. Okay, I feel like Memphis is still young, even though they are impressive and they are beating people. They got Desmond Bane doing his thing and all that. But I feel like Memphis is still going to fall short when they take on the Suns. And I fully expect the Memphis to go out there and beat the Warriors.
Right. Okay. I feel you on that. But so you saying the Memphis is going to come back from a 3-1 lead and kill the Warriors? And first of all, before I continue on that right there, Ray, I want to send a shout out to Ball Facts for that illustrious video that he posted today with LaMelo Ball and Jello going 1-on-1 with each other with LeVar in the gym, and my homeboy Bone Collector. You know that's my homeboy, right? So yeah, so shout out to that. And I'm hopefully, since I've seen that, now that's going to make me go and try to fetch him and get on the channel and give us an interview of what he got going on with his training situation right now. So yeah, I'm gonna be trying to do that flight in the upcoming days. Hopefully that I can get a hold to him and we can go ahead and get him on here and let him talk about his new ventures and training and things of that nature. So salute to Ball Facts for that video. And also Ball Facts, since you're here, I wanted to thank you for putting up the prophecy video with the 3 ball boys. So keep up the good work. We behind you, we support you, and you're really important to moving this conversation forward, to putting these ball brothers in the proper perspective where they actually belong. So salute to you for that, sir. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Ray, I understand what you're saying. I agree with that take on Ja Morant receiving the Most Improved award. I mean, I thought that award would either go to Desmond Bane or Miles Bridges, Mikal Bridges. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it just unfortunate that he got it, but since he got it, that's what it is. And you know, so just move forward from there. I just don't believe the Grizzlies gonna actually beat the Golden State Warriors. I mean, I just think tonight is a one-off. It's an aberration of what we see with Golden State Warriors basketball. But to get stomped and romped like this when Golden State Warriors have an opportunity to knock the Grizzlies out of the playoffs and for the Golden State Warriors to advance to the next series, which would be the Western Conference Championship, it's just mind-boggling to me that they're playing the way they're playing and they're extending the situation and giving the Grizzlies hope. So I don't understand it. As a veteran team, you normally go smell the blood in the water and you just go for the kill.
Right. I agree. I just feel like you're giving time to Ja Morant to possibly come back. He is hurt. Him coming back allows Memphis to make a run. You get what I'm saying? And if he can make that run, we could see an upset out of nowhere. Now I know the percentages is low. The Warriors have the upper hand. Yes, they have the lead in the series, but at the same time, you know, we gotta understand here. When you seem a little bit weak, when you seem like you can't go out there and do your job, that means you could take advantage of that. And I feel like if Memphis is smart enough, they could take advantage and make history and come back and possibly win this series, which is hard to do, but they can make it. They can make a good attack on it.
And when we revisit history, and we go down the line of NBA contributions to those who have overcome 3-1 leads, Golden State has been on the heel of, I think, 2 of those, right? No, one. One was 3-2. One was 3-2. Houston was 3-2.
One or two. Yeah, one of those. Yeah.
Yeah, Houston was 3-2, I believe, in Oklahoma City. With that stud-ass team that they had back in the day, they was up 3-1. And eventually we knew the history of that. KD split, joined that Golden State team, and the rest is history from that point there. But they've been on the opposite side of that. So they know what it feels like. And those players are still there. You know what I'm saying? The Currys, the Greens, the Clays, the Loonies, you know, a lot of those players, even I think Iguodala, all those players are still there that felt what it was like to be down 3-1 and then eventually come back. No, happened. Yeah, I think the worst with the Cleveland Cavaliers also beat them like that. So they know what the feeling is being up 3-1 and then eventually losing the series. And one time they lost, like I said, in the championship game, the finals with the Cleveland Cavaliers, the LeBron-led team. So they know what the feeling is. So this is why it is really surprising to me that the Golden State Warriors is displaying the type of basketball they're displaying. I don't know if it's in the absence of Steve Kerr. Like Steve Kerr would have something to say that would motivate them or would click them, where they can be like recollect what they need to be doing. How Danny Amato used to do with Mike Tyson, just call out numbers, and Mike Tyson a punch with the number sequence. So maybe Steve Kerr is that type of coach, even like the Zen master himself, Phil Jackson, will whistle or snap a finger a certain type of way, and the Lakers will click based on those sequences. With the coach that they have now that's coaching them, I don't know if he can, if he got that type of swag to be able to get these guys going like that, where he shouldn't, because like you say, you still have your core players. But the Jordan Pooles of the world hasn't been a part of that. You know what I'm saying? So he's been a part of the type of Warriors team that struggled one year, and then all of a sudden, boom, just blossom. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So his foxhole is different from Draymond Green and Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson foxhole, or Kevon Looney foxhole. You follow what I'm saying? So I don't know how this affects him, because this is a big situation for Jordan Poole, because the last time that he was in a really meaningful game, the Warriors got eliminated by who? The Grizzlies.
Yeah.
So sometimes that could play on your psyche. You feel me? But hopefully that's not the case, because Jordan Poole is a very integral part of the Golden State Warriors moving forward as far as a future look. And the things that he brings to the team is very magnanimous. So hopefully they can just, recalibrate, get back in alignment with Warriors basketball, and carry on and advance to the next level. But whoever advances out of this series, I don't have a dog in the fight, no skin in the game. I'm just going to relish in that.
Here, let me drop my 2 cents on this. I think it's kind of twofold. It's good to see you up here.
I'm with you.
So I think it's twofold. I think that, one, if you saw that last game that the Grizzlies played, the way that they lost, right? The way that they lost that game without Ja Morant, because this team has been very good without Ja Morant. But that was the first time they had to play in the playoffs without Ja Morant, especially since they got him back and he's been playing or whatever. And Ja Morant is clearly their closer. So in that end of that last game, it ended up with Jared Jackson having to take a shot and them getting it blocked. Now that was a winnable game for Memphis. That was definitely a winnable game, and I think that he was the wrong person. They should have given the ball to Desmond Bane. So one of the things I saw that they did different in this game, they came out with Desmond Bane running the offense like Ja Morant, which made way more sense to me. I didn't understand why they didn't do that the last game. All right, but aside from that, the Grizzlies are playing at home. And Dex is one of these people who you pointed out certain things, and I agree with you to a certain extent about the monetary aspect of the NBA. So even though the Warriors are getting their asses thoroughly trounced right now, all right, and they're definitely not coming back from this butt whipping. You know what I mean? I'm not going to put too much stock in the parity game. I know that the Warriors are going to go back home in Golden State. That crowd's going to be behind them. They got
I'm listening. Yeah, I'm good.
They got their butts kicked so bad. They're a championship team. I'm not saying that, the series is already over. You know what I mean? I definitely commend the Grizzlies for playing a great series, regardless of how it goes. I'm glad they could show off what they could do. But this one, man, this is for the fans of the Grizzlies to enjoy this win at home. You know what I mean? I don't expect them to win this series at all. Just because you can never underestimate the heart of a champion. Clay, Steph,
good point.
Draymond, they know what time it is. Just like you said, Dex.
Rudy Tomjanovich, yes.
Right, exactly. Like they you could see they didn't put much. They only had 61 points in the third quarter. Stevie Wonder could tell you ain't gonna win a game in the NBA like that. You know what I mean? They seem like they're taking a night off. They're gonna wait till they get back to Golden State. And to be quite honest with you, if the Warriors are really playing their game, they know how to close the team out. So I just think that they're chilling, foot off the gas. It's not a pressure game for them at all. All of the pressure is on Memphis. They're at home, and you know what I mean. It's more money for the NBA too, like Dex was saying.
What you got for us, Rico? Shout out to Rico.
Let's go, Rico. What up, Dex? Not much, man. I understand you guys bringing up this Ja Morant and Dylan Brooks for most improved.
No, Desmond Bain.
Oh, Desmond Bain. I apologize. Desmond Bain for most improved. Their backup point guard is on that list too, but he don't get no shine, no respect. I guess it's because he don't got like a 40-inch vert. He's not trying to put people on posters all the time. But Tyus Jones is like I don't think y'all know.
Duke, right? That's Duke, right?
Yeah, bro. He has 21 points, nine assists right now, no turnovers. He has the best assist to turnover ratio in the NBA.
Facts.
Like, bro, he don't turn the ball over, but he get hella assists, bro. I think he's at like 5-1 right now off the bench, something like that. Like, this team is that's I think why they're so good without Ja Morant. They have a good backup point guard. It don't even matter. They have an extension on the court. Usually when you lose a superstar point guard, you get like a bench player because that player is only going to play about 10, 15 minutes a game. But they got Tyus Jones. Tyus Jones is a starting caliber point guard. I won't say he's an all-star, but he's definitely a starter on a different team. He's really good. This team really doesn't miss a beat. They just play more, I guess, what the coach wants them to play. Less Ja Morant spectacular plays, more just let's just do the regular. You know what I mean, right, Rave?
Yeah.
They it's less Ja trying to dunk on three people and more let's just get a right shot whenever Tyus is on the court. They're not gonna miss a beat. But this is normal for the Warriors. Like I'm not surprised by this. I'm not gonna say they're gonna blow a 3-1 lead. And Stephen Curry having 14 points or like finishing the game with an inefficient 20, that's normal. Like he always has one of these type of games in the series. Now it's 12 minutes in the fourth right now. He might not even play the rest of the fourth.
For what?
Yeah, exactly. For what? Like it's over. They close it up.
Just to show up?
Exactly. Like this game is over, but it ain't nothing to worry about. If they blow next game, then we gotta have a serious conversation about Memphis.
I mean, I'm just it's the odds are against Memphis, and Memphis can possibly just be done with the series. All I'm saying is it's allowing Ja to heal up, possibly come back in time, and Memphis sneaking a win. Who knows? Memphis could sneak another win. Now we're talking. Now we got to talk about how Warriors could, possibly lose that 3-1 lead, and especially when we're talking about a Warriors team that has a lot of big ifs. Really, I mean, Klay Thompson. It's one game. He's like, oh man, that's the old Klay Thompson. Smack. Then one game's like, bro, where was Klay Thompson? What the hell? We don't know if Steph Curry going to be the starter or he going to be the bench the next game. So, and Draymond, for some reason, I don't know. I guess he went from all-timers to now all of a sudden he got some youth. I haven't seen him dunk in a long time. Now he's dunking. So they have a lot of ifs to me. I mean, hey,
Mr. Triple Single,
they could possibly lose it.
Ray, let me ask you a question.
Yeah, shout out Ball Facts.
Let me ask you a question.
Yo, Rave, you like this retro Mr. Triple Single performance by Draymond?
Triple singles, man. The dude has a career triple singles, dude. And I haven't seen him, like I said, I haven't seen him got 1 foot up off the ground forever. All of a sudden, he wanna dunk. You know, it's just like
he's an old dude. He needs that rest and relaxation. I think that they're chilling. I think tonight's one of those Ben Gay nights. But Rave, let me ask you a question. Do you think the Warriors are one thing I also want to point out, because I've said this long before. The way to beat the Warriors is let them beat themselves. This is one of those examples. They will shoot themselves out of ball games because that's just what they do.
Quiz, you brought that up yesterday. That's a fact.
And I bought that. This ain't the first time I brought it up. I know the Warriors. The Warriors are a traditional modern generation basketball team. They love 3-pointers. And when they're not hitting them, you know what I mean, they can shoot themselves out of a game. But my question to you, Rave, is do you think that the Warriors, I mean, mind you, everything we know historically, do you think the Warriors are going to go back to Golden State before their fans and stink up the joint like this? Do you expect the Warriors to just lay down like this at home?
It's a matter of how serious they take it. Just like Rico said. I mean, or one of y'all said it. You just said, oh, then I was you. You just finished saying tonight was one of those maybe they was just chilling and they took a day off. Well, sir, last time I checked, the more days you take off, the more days you allow Ja Morant to pull up. And the last thing you need is Ja Morant coming back, because when he come back, you know Ja Morant is hungry. What your last thing you need to do is bring another vicious young, a.k.a. the guy that just
Ja
won.
Morant, listen, Rave. You know Ja Morant has a knee injury. He's not coming back, man. Don't expect to see him back in the series.
Hey, man, look. I agree. But the longer you extend stuff and the longer you make, the longer you drag things out. Hey, man, that just gives people healing time. You get what I'm saying?
Warriors ain't laying down home in this playoff series. I'm just letting you know that, just so that you don't get caught up in the prison of the moment.
Hey, panel, Allie Payne say he's surprised Draymond ain't leave to go do a podcast.
Yeah, I seen that.
He probably did. He's probably doing a podcast right now off the bench in the fourth quarter. Shit.
Yeah, these guys are killing me with these podcasts.
Draymond is funny to me, man.
He's
Rico, they want all the money, right? They want everything. They already got the fame. They playing basketball. We looking up to them. Now they want to get into an arena where we're in. I mean, God, let the little guys get a little something to eat from time to time. Jesus. These guys are vicious with their podcasts and stuff.
Yeah, you act like Ja tore his ACL. Man. Come on.
Nah, he ain't coming back. He done. He good, Ray.
All right. He didn't. Unfortunately, it wasn't nothing that bad, Ray. But he ain't coming back in this series.
Hey, man.
I think the thing when it comes to Memphis, Rave, is they don't have to rush Ja back. That they're such a young team. They have like a 6 or 7 year window right now. If we really want to be honest about it, they could just keep on rebuilding.
Yeah.
Signing players, not even signing, re-signing their current players. They don't have to rush nobody back. Now, if this was like a 30-year-old Ja Morant, yeah, maybe. He maybe like I'd be worried he could make an appearance like a game 7. But they're not gonna rush him. It's whatever. They lose, they'll come back next season. Yeah. It's actually better for them because the Warriors get older as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so the Warriors window is closing. They getting worse.
Mm-hmm. Now I see the odds. It's not like I don't see the odds. It's just I trust Memphis more than I trust the Warriors, bro. I'm honest with you. It's too many ifs over there, bro. It really is. It's too many ifs.
I think Memphis, they have the pieces to make a big trade, but I don't think they're the team to do that. You know what I mean? Like I think they'd rather just ride it out, kind of like what Boston did with their pieces. Just let them grow over time. But they definitely have the pieces right now to make a big trade if they wanted to.
Yeah, Memphis is in great shape. I just see them continuing to build from where they are. And even losing this series isn't going to hurt them. It's only going to help them get better because then next season when playoffs come around, you remember that, Ja wasn't even healthy. You know what I mean? And we beat the brakes off of a championship caliber team, you know what I mean, at home. And they're just going to want to build off of that. Plus, I think the thing about young players I like, especially a guy like Ja Morant, is he's a competitor. You know what I mean? They take this shit personally. You know what I mean? So I think that they're going to come out with a spark of fire. Like that series they played against the Timberwolves. I thought that was the perfect entry series for them because, you know, this team has fire. They have that spunk and they're young. And so they have nothing to hang their heads over. You know what I mean? You know, if they lose a series. And if they beat the Warriors in Golden State, if this team without Ja Morant beats the Warriors in Golden State, at that point, I'll be with you, Rave, and say, man, these Warriors are in trouble.
Yo, what's good, y'all? What's good?
What's up?
Nothing much. I was just watching the game. I feel great. I feel pretty good about
What's
it.
on your mind, man? How you feel? What's going on?
I originally had wait, shout out to Flight. Appreciate you having me on, bro. And it was good to everyone. But yeah, I was watching the game. I originally had it Memphis in 7, but I don't know how I feel about that right now. To be honest, I will watch the game more.
I feel
yeah, because I feel like Golden State are gonna win the next game, just because they're not gonna have Ja Morant. In the next game, it was reported that he's been doubtful for the rest of the playoffs, and I don't feel good without Ja not being there.
Not the Miami Dolphin hat.
Yes, sir.
No,
yes, sir, Zen.
What's good, Zen? Oh, you should. I like that neck one.
I mean,
good, Zen.
Those fitteds too, ain't it?
This one is,
Yeah, I hate flight sports too. We hate snapbacks. I like fitteds.
Snapbacks. I used to be a fitted dude. Flight. I used to be a fitted dude. Now I'm a snapback dude.
Snapbacks are a little bit more convenient.
That's right.
When your hair grow longer, they don't get tight because you can let it out.
No, I ain't gonna front. That fitted is hard. That Dolphins out.
Talking about hair.
I'm on the Dolphin. Look like he wearing the helmet.
It's all about the leg. What's up?
The Dolphin got a helmet on. That shit is hard.
I'm a lifelong Dolphin fan, so I like the fact that you got the retro.
I don't got no Dolphins
fitted. New one.
The 83. The 83.
Yes,
I got the sneakers to go
with it.
Marino. Don't make me break out the sneakers.
We could have won that shit in '85.
He got that for Dan Marino, University of Pitt.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
I like Quizby acting like he old, but he not old.
Quiz hates man.
You'll see that, but I'm not old. You know what I mean? I got an old spirit. I love sports. I always tell you, like Flight, when I first came on, I always told y'all, man, about my pops, man. My pops was a phenomenal sports fanatic, man, and he invited us stuff. We had to hear about all kinds of great legendary players and watch all kinds of games and stuff like that. So I just love the history, and that's one of the things I love the most about the Flight Sports platform. Because, you know, you get on here, man, we're not talking to a bunch of boneheads. So whether people agree or disagree, you know what I mean? You can respect people's takes and you can respect what people have to say. Even the idiots that come up here and talk about a bunch of stupid shit. You know what I mean?
No, bro. Literally, that's
we all say dumb shit from time to time.
Quiz, you don't. That's really you right on it, bro. Right on the nail on the noggin, bro. Like I'm a young cat, right? And Panic, y'all heard Panic several times. You're just young. You never seen them before. I can't believe you. I'm like, bro. I literally grew up listening to a whole bunch of old music, R&B. I was born in 1997, dog. So I still was a 90s baby, and I'm still young. Even being young, that's why I take perspectives of the younger generation, but at the same time, I respect the older generation. Mm-hmm. So if we talk about Jordan, Oscar Robertson, we go Walt Frazier, any of those old
Bob
guys,
Cousy.
I'm gonna bring up. Regardless of who,
you put Jordan in the class with Walt Frazier and Cousy?
Regardless of who it is,
he's just.
I'm going to speak with some type of reverence and respect, and put their accolades in front of the thing. You get what I'm saying? In my argument. So I feel like I can bring up this young guy, but I'm also going to bring up how good this old guy is as well. And the way Panic or what's his name, Dave, they act like if you're young, you can only speak young, and that's not good. You got rising. You feel me?
Yeah,
rest in peace to Bob Lanier.
Facts, Bob Lanier I had to learn this sports shit, man. I learned this shit from listening to and finding out about great things from people from generations past. Because you know what I mean. It's easy to look at what's happening now, but remember, all of this stuff builds upon the generations prior to it, and you know, being rounded and having some history and having some realistic understanding about this sport's been around for a long. I heard somebody say some crazy stuff about the players now they slide their legs. That's nothing new. That's not what that was. That's some new concept. Nigga, they've been playing defense for forever.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's the first thing you learn. You know,
they're just trying to degrade. They just try to degrade the '90s for the sake of LeBron. That's all.
Which is cool, but I love to see a dude in this generation.
That's too.
That's one of the reasons why.
That's all it is.
One of the reasons I like where we see where Giannis is going is because Giannis has done it the hard way. He's earned all the accolades he's had. His accolades are really accumulating very nicely.
He's only
for a young player.
26. He's only 26.
Yeah, and he's doing things that you only see truly great players. Now we'll see when they're all done where these people land. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man, like it's a great thing when you can watch, witness, and appreciate great basketball, especially without having to tear down other people's legacy to appreciate a legacy that the person is creating. And one of the things you have to do in this game is you want to be able to win. But when you win, somebody else didn't win. So it doesn't mean that certain players aren't great. Like I like Chris Paul. I love Chris Paul. But winning a championship is not easy at all by any means.
No,
and like Zim, you was talking about, man, getting a repeat is important.
It's important.
And then I want you guys to put that in
distinguishes the good from the great.
Getting three-peats. And when you see a dude three-peat, and then you see a dude do it again, and imagine we seeing a dude right now. Let's say that Giannis wins another final, but he happened to be the league's leading scorer at the same time. I mean, that is a damn. I mean, it's hard to dispute when you're doing shit that's at the highest levels of the game. Yeah. At the highest levels of the game, you know what I mean? So, you know, and it only comes around. It's not easy. Like Zen is wearing a Dolphins cap. Dan Marino, are you freaking kidding me? Every book report I did was on Dan Marino and the Dolphins. I used to love the Dolphins. I used to cry when they lost. You know what I mean? Now that man Dan Marino had
Duper and Clayton, right? Dan Marino, Duper, and Clayton.
Listen, that man, and tell me if I'm wrong about this, Dex. Dan Marino owned 35 passing records in the NFL. 35 of them MFers.
Yeah, but he couldn't get a Super Bowl.
Exactly, but he couldn't win a Super Bowl.
Empty calories.
He would have won in 85 because they would have beat them damn Bears. You know, the Bears had almost an undefeated season.
Yeah, the Bears was ridiculous.
They lost to Marino on that Monday night where he lit their ass up like 35-14 or something.
Yeah,
Richard Dent was the beast on that line, boy. That 85.
Yeah, R.I.P. to Bob Lanier, Bigfoot Bob, as he's known as.
73.
OG right? Bigfoot.
He died yesterday or today? I think yesterday. I want to say 73 years old.
People pass away, man. Respect to these great guys.
He had a big resume too.
How do you feel about tonight's ass whipping that the Grizzlies gave the Warriors? Then
this don't make no sense, but I don't know. I don't know what to say. What can you say? 40-something points.
What went wrong?
What can you say, right?
For the Warriors?
What can you say? I mean, I'm looking at C Captain. Let's look at the numbers because that tells at least some of the story. Of course, I didn't watch most of this game. I was too busy licking my wounds.
I think Golden State were just way too laid back. I was watching the game. They was just way too laid back. I mean,
it kind of reminds me of how the Lakers used to do when they always wanted to win on their home court. They just go ahead and give a game away.
Yeah.
And then wait till you get to their home court, and then they just slaughter you and get you out.
Yeah, we up 3-1.
Finish him.
Throw out, and
You're like, they don't got their best player anyway, man. Let's take it easy. They probably felt bad about blocking my man Jarrett's shot the last game too.
Oh, Jax.
Yeah, man, because that was heartbreaking, man.
But did you see Al Horford dunk tonight on that?
Yes, I did. Definitely.
Oh,
Al Horford's been playing good. I told people that dude was no slouch last year.
Old man Al.
Yeah, exactly. Old man Al. But see, one thing, like I said earlier in my intro, you can't expect old man Al to keep up with Giannis Antetokunmpo night in and night out because listen, Al Horford, if he doesn't do anything else. If he doesn't spry to the occasion as he did those other games, he held Boston up to the task thus far. Now it's time for the young guys to carry that torch and get them over the mantle. You follow what I'm saying? But if Al Horford don't do no more, He did good thus far.
He definitely
did good. He did great. What more could you expect Al Horford to do? Al Horford was playing great defense tonight and last night.
I don't know if he scored very much tonight.
No, he didn't score. He was an 8 and 8.
He didn't score very much, but I watched that game. He played great defense tonight. Like seriously, very impressive.
Yeah, definitely. But this is a muscular, well-built, well-oiled
youngster.
It's
Giannis.
Yeah,
that's all you got to say. One word, Giannis.
He's a train. He's LeBron plus, if you ask me.
Well, he built like a buck, but run like a deer.
I ain't gonna say that because LeBron came out of high school.
Right, facts.
Look at them chicks on the sidelines.
The dude is literally, Giannis is literally a fantasy 2K.
I mean, I saw that. Y'all saw that, didn't you?
Dude, Giannis, Giannis is literally a fantasy 2K player. We're talking about a guy that's almost 7 feet tall.
You gotta say old man Al. You can't just say Al. It's old man Al now. You gotta put a prefix before Al. And that prefix is old man.
You know what's really sad, Dex? Because Al almost had an opportunity to have the shining moment again tonight, and then Giannis blocked his ass.
I know, yeah. Like I said, you can't expect him to be spry every night. You know what I'm saying? The guy is old. I mean, listen, Giannis won the championship in the what? The ninth? When did he win his championship? 2000 what? 2008?
21.
No. I mean, not Giannis, excuse me. I mean, old man Al in college.
Oh,
07.
What was that? 2007? 2008? 07, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Soon be 36.
You gotta give him a break. Yeah. He hold on though. Old man Al hold on. So
man,
we
Al Horford
gotta
has
give
a
him
great
that.
game, man. He has a great game. I'll be honest with you. Of everything I've seen from Al Horford, I never in a million years thought he'd be able to do as good of a job. And in fact, I'm gonna tell you what I felt watching that series with the Celtics tonight, the game tonight. I feel as though this is the thing that people underestimate about series. And you guys who watch enough basketball, you guys know this, right? You're not just playing a team one game. Nope. You're playing in multiple games. And what was happening is I started to feel, especially like at the end of that first half, I felt as though Marcus Smart and the Celtics had started getting down Jrue Holiday's timing. Remember, he went on a stretch where he was turning the ball over. He turned the ball over 3 or 4 straight times in a row when he was trying to, get some stuff going or whatever.
They started out with like 8 turnovers in the first quarter, some ridiculous
They were
shit.
jumping in his passing lane. They were ripping him. When he went into the lane, I mean, there was a lot of things that were showing me that. And you could look at Marcus Smart's face. I was starting to see a guy who is starting to build more confidence. You know what I mean? That, you know what I mean? Hey, I got this guy, which was why it was so sad and disastrous for Marcus Smart to close the game the way he closed it.
For the second time.
Yeah, because Marcus Smart has been a very, like, even when they played against the Nets, I think that I like Marcus Smart because Marcus Smart is the kind of guy that has that fiery passion inside of him that we've only seen from elite competitors. Right? He has that fire that you only see from elite competitors, and you can see his confidence growing. And, you know what I mean? Like, this just showed him, like, dude, like, you're a point guard, but, you know what I mean? Like, you're a point guard by circumstance. You know, we ain't got nobody better than you to run the point. You know what I mean?
Right, because he's a terrible offensive player.
That same fire can be that same thing to put you down.
Hell yeah!
Exactly.
I say that because when I watched Marcus Smart against the Bucks, Marcus Smart, I remember it was getting towards the end the third quarter. If anybody remembers, what's his name? Brown takes a deep 3. He crosses him up, does a step back, and takes a 3, top of the key 3. And I watched Marcus Smart the entire time while Brown was taking that 3. Marcus Smart was like begging for the ball. He wants the ball. He wants it. He wants, and I respect that. The energy and fire is there. And then something told me Marcus just wants to be the hero so bad.
Yep. Thank you, Ray.
I watched Marcus Smart.
Thank you, Ray.
I watched Horford grab the rebound on a loose ball. Horford swings it to the corner. Marcus Smart he's not even looking to pass the ball. He crosses the guy, does a step back. He pump fakes, realizes the guy is jumping, and then he just takes an ill-advised, horrible, ugly shot just because he wants to be the hero.
Yep.
And that energy, that heat that you just brought up, Quiz, is the same energy that can really haunt you, man. This is the playoffs. You can't do stuff like that. That is rookie mistakes, bro.
100%.
You're just gonna shoot your team out. You're just gonna shoot the team out of the game because you want to look like the hero.
At this point, he's given up 2 games this way. 2.
You can't do that.
Exactly. In the alternative universe, he made that shot.
Yeah. Whatever universe.
In his dreams.
Him, right?
In his nightly dreams. He's splashing that shot.
Ooh, speaking of Marvel, it's Wednesday. That means Moon Knight come out tonight. I think, anyway. Y'all been fucking with Moon Knight? Y'all fucking with Marvel at all?
When it comes to the big screen.
Oh, bro, Moon Knight is that shit.
Was it on Netflix?
Disney Plus. They got the series on. That's where they launched the series. You ain't seen the series on Disney Plus yet?
No.
Oh, man, you missing out. They got more than one on there, trust me.
They got so many Marvel spinoffs, it's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, I was invited to go see Doctor Strange, but I turned that down.
Yeah, that's my joint right there. I gotta go see it. I still ain't got there yet.
I heard it was a terrible and good movie, but I don't ever go off of what other people say. I gotta
wait. What kind of paradox is that? Terrible and good movie?
Well, listen, they said the movie was terrible, right? But they said that the all of the CGI and all of the the graphics and effects, like, it made it like it was some brilliant bullshit.
Wow, that's a total paradox.
I get it. Like technically beautiful, but it was just dumb.
As far as the acting, right? The acting and storyline.
Dex, I'm gonna be honest with you. You've seen movies like this before. You've seen movies that you're like, this shit was.
Yeah, I've seen
terrible.
Spaceballs.
Right.
Spaceballs was hilarious, though. At least at the time it was.
But the technology, though. What about the technology?
God, the technology was awful, but that movie was funny as hell.
That's what I'm saying. Beautiful, but trash at the same time.
It was a gorgeous movie too. I mean,
yeah.
But it was a spoof. It was a spoof, so you could. It wasn't made for you to take it serious. So you know what I mean. Like, even the shit that was terrible, it's not like you felt like, it's not like they bamboozled you. Like,
was that Mel Brooks? Was Baseball Mel Brooks? Yeah.
It's like actually better shot than Star Wars. It's that beautiful.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. That was crazy.
Star Wars.
I know you got people in the chat right now who are like, "What the fuck are these niggas talking about?"
Anyway,
sometimes we go down memory lane. We digress and go down memory lane. We can't help it, youngsters. We can't help it.
It ain't like basketball's been interesting for like an hour or 2 hours at this point. They got beat by 39. So
but the best Mel Brooks movie of all time to me is Blazing Saddles. My God.
Life of Brian was good.
Oh my God.
Some Mel Brooks.
Yeah, that Blazing Saddle was so crazy, especially when bro knocked the horse out.
Yeah, he did. What's his name? Clifton something. I can't remember his last name. His first name was Clifton.
That movie was out of control. Yeah.
That movie was dope. But y'all, it is I guess about 12:07 on the east. It's about 9:07 here. I'm gonna call it a night. Sad night for me. MC sad as fuck. My Celtics didn't pull it out.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to clear your mind from that. I can kind of see it in your disposition, in the contorting of your face.
Yeah, I've been feeling it. I've been feeling it since the end of the. It ain't left me yet. Straight up, it ain't left me yet.
I see you look disgusted.
And tomorrow morning, I'm gonna get up.
So let me give you a break and take you off the center.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch.
So you can mourn. So you can mourn in peace.
For real. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna watch all the shit talkers, and I'm gonna be mad and run into the camera to shoot some shit. But,
Zen, hold on 1 second. First of all, let me salute you, brother. Let me salute you. Hey, I love that video you put out. I think it was this morning. When you was talking about the show up in Sacramento. And you were saying how the fans got on you.
Oh yeah.
For Sacramento playing it safe.
Yeah, they did get on me.
Man, I was just laughing at that video, man. It was just so funny. Listen, everybody in these flight sports streets, you go to Old Boy Zen Master. That's how you type it in. NBA Old Boy
with Zen Master.
With Zen Master, you type it in. It'll come up there. Like, subscribe. Check out his videos. He got a reservoir of good takes, and it looks so professional. I could have sworn the man got a new job at Fox Sports, ESPN, CBS Sports, NBC Sports, or even ABC Sports. I was like, look at this dude production. This is off the chain. So and then you had the way you were holding your mic, standing still. I said, this dude is auditioning for real, man. He's auditioning for the big guys.
Hey, you know who I've been feeling like when I got that mic in my hand? Straight up Don Cornelius.
Oh, not Don Cornelius.
I even caught
Shout
myself
out
doing
to Soul
this shit.
Train.
I did this shit once or twice, and I was like, that's done.
Yeah, so you guys go check out his videos. Like you say, I mean, there's the production is just off the chain. We just need to get his views going and back going because Zen Master, I'm telling you, do you have 1 million views video? Or something close to that?
It's close
to
700.
Yeah.
Very close to 700,000.
So he got some high view videos, but I don't know what happened. Somehow he's reinvented his channel, but whatever it is, the production is great. You guys need to go check it out. Do not play yourself. Thank
you for that. Just a last quick note on that Sacramento situation. Matt Barnes has been lighting fires around Sacramento media since Mike Brown got hired, and they're real uncomfortable with Matt Barnes right now. But he been on every show talking about Mike Brown's basically calling him a beta. He ain't gonna change nothing. He's an X or O's guy. They don't need that. They need somebody to kick him in the ass. Everything I said to them in their chats that they got at me for, Matt Barnes got on their air the very next day and said everything I said, and I just sat there like Rick Ross with it.
And he's from Sacramento, right? Is that Matt Barnes from Sacramento?
Fair Oaks, yep, Sacramento. I used to live in Citrus Heights, just right next door to Fair Oaks. I know his neighborhood well. The boy was in a lot of shit.
Is Matt Barnes going into coaching?
I don't think that's a good look, bro. It's temperament.
No. Listen, Matt Barnes, you know what Matt Barnes is about, okay?
He liked to fight and shit.
He liked to smoke weed too.
He liked to smoke, and so I don't know if coaching is ready for that type of leader yet.
Not yet. But salute to y'all, Dex. Thank you for that beautiful
yes, sir.
outro.
Salute, bro.
I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Be easy, Zen.
Peace.
So, do anybody else have any takes? Some golden takes? Drop some nuts, some jewels on either game. The Milwaukee Bucks versus Boston Celtics. Celtics let that one get away, and Golden State and Memphis seemed like Golden State took the night off. They was playing like they had a bye, so maybe they perk it up the next game and close these Grizzlies out. Because one thing about a Bear, man, he can sure disrupt a picnic. So if Golden State thinking that they sitting up there having a picnic, that Bear smell honey, and he gonna go and ravage that area. You follow what I'm saying? So what you got, Quiz?
I mean, I pretty much said everything I had to say. I have nothing left in the tank to add to what I've already added. I think that the Warriors are gonna come back, and I think the Warriors are gonna give the Memphis Grizzlies the business next game that they play, which will be in Golden State. I think that the Celtics needed to win that game. They're going to go back to Milwaukee. Those shooters are going to open it up. And I think that Budenholzer did what I thought. I didn't think that he would do what I thought that he should do, but he did it. Play Bobby Portis. That's one of the reasons they lost at the end of the game. That was one of the reasons they lost the other game. Before that, and having him out there, you saw he grabbed one of the biggest rebounds and putbacks in the entire game. Rather than, you notice he didn't play, who is it, George Hill? He left George Hill on the bench, which I also agree with. I was surprised at how heavy he went with Jrue Holiday. I haven't looked at the numbers, but from looking at it at an eyeball, I think that Jrue Holiday played the most minutes of any Buck out there. Jrue Holiday single-handedly manned that point guard position extremely well for the majority of the night, even though there were portions of the night where he's pretty terrible. And, like I said before, Dex, so it's not anything new. Your shooting does not travel with you on the road. And the Boston Celtics are not a good shooting team anyway. I'm talking about from the perimeter. Jason Tatum has been looking terrible from the perimeter in the series. And I think that I don't think that that's just by accident. I think that the Bucks are a good defensive team. I think the Celtics are a good defensive team. That's why this is a great matchup. And I think that game we just saw tonight was a classic. And I think this one, the next game they play in Milwaukee, they have to play the best basketball that they've played. Because even without Chris Middleton, they are fighting an uphill battle going up against the Greek Freak, defending champ, who is always slept on, but somehow or other always manages to be the best player on the court. So, you know what I mean? The Celtics got their work cut out for them, Dex. I don't know which other way to say it, to cut it, or you know what I mean, or I can't sugarcoat it to them, because in that next game, watch out for Grayson Allen, watch out for Cunnington, watch out for Bobby Portis hitting a few threes. Don't be surprised if Brooke hasn't even tried to shoot threes in this series at all. But just know that shooting, with them fans behind you, you know what I mean? Oh, Wesley Matthews. Don't forget him also. Yeah, don't be surprised if those guys start getting their buckets in that next one. And don't be surprised if Giannis has even a better game in Milwaukee than he had there in Boston to close this series out. They know what time it is. I don't think they want to go back to Boston. Do you?
No, and hold on one second. Shout out to Quiz for another spectacular take. The real savant in this consortium, and we're going to pass the mic down to the brother. Go ahead, brother. I see you was cammed up. I thought you was on Cavern for a minute, but go ahead, brother. Do your thing.
Yeah, man, I had to delete some stuff. Yeah, but anyway, man, like I said, Boston want to win. They got to win. They want to have a chance to. They got to force a game 7. They'll have no choice. The shots they was missing, they got to make them. Because if not, Milwaukee got the series. And ain't nobody stopping Giannis. One trick pony or not, you got to stop it, though. You can't stop him, then what can you do?
Also, brother, how you pronounce your name? Because I don't want to jack it up.
No, it's pronounced on Calfani.
Calfani, okay. Yeah, brother Calfani, we've seen tonight that on the scoring end, Gravity, won that for Boston. Boston could not get out of the plane of his own gravity, except for basically 2 players, and that's Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. What Boston have to do so they won't get sucked in with the centrifugal of their own gravity?
That's facts. Yeah, you right about that.
So what you think Boston have to do to escape their own gravity?
It's going to come down to making shots. That's what the game is all about, making shots. I mean, they got good defense, but down the stretch, they got to make the shots. Because if Jason Tatum go 2 for 11 again, in game 6, it's going to be over with.
Exactly. Are you a Boston fan?
No, I'm actually.
Are you a Boston fan or just a? Say that again.
I'm a Chicago fan.
Oh, you're a Bulls fan. Oh, okay. So, who are you riding with in the series? Does it matter or what?
Man, I want to say the Suns, man, but I don't. It's a question mark.
And what's the question mark for you?
Well, Devin Booker, they got him back, but Chris Paul, he's still going to have to lead the team, and take over games when he needs to. That's the only way they're going to win.
Yeah, they're on the brink of eliminating Dallas. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So
is that series 3-2 or is it 2-2?
3-2. It should be 3-2 Suns.
And where's the next game at?
I think in Dallas.
Dallas.
Yeah, it's in Dallas. So if they're not careful, that game can go 7. But I just don't believe Dallas have the roster to really push that to 7. I think they was fortunate to win 2 out of that series because I thought it was going to be a gentleman's sweep 4-1. The Dallas roster, it's just basically a 2-man team with Jalen Brunson and our boy Luka. You know what I'm saying? Flight used to make a lot of videos on Luka, so he's definitely a fan. But yeah, I just think that they just don't have enough depth, and it's just so much going on with Dallas that meets the eye. The only thing that's really good with Dallas right now is that they are a top 5 defensive team in the NBA, but so is the Phoenix Suns. So that voids each other out. So there's no advantage there. So the only advantage is the roster. And I just believe that the Suns have a more in-depth roster than the Dallas Mavericks, because the Dallas Mavericks basically playing with a 2-headed monster, whereas the Phoenix Suns is playing with a 4-headed monster. And that's Devin Booker, Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton, and Malik Bridges. Mikal Bridges.
Because if you let DeAndre Ayton get like 28 points, man, that's all right. If he could get over 20 points, they got a chance to win.
Right.
I think Dallas can win at home, though. I think Dallas can win at home, and I expect them probably to win at home. I like Dallas has a bunch of shooters. I love the Bertans addition. Kleber plays.
Bertans, what have he done, though?
Yeah, well, I mean, he hasn't done much, but remember that Bertans had been injured. I mean, I liked Bertans before he got injured in Washington, I'll be honest. And then he got injured, and he really hasn't been back the same Bertans. But Bertans can act. He is very, very effective from, his three-point shot is solid. And he just hasn't had, and, he's dealing with a new situation over there. But he's a good addition to that team. I think that Dallas has shown me some things in the series to give them hope. I just don't know if they can win in Phoenix, which they'll have to do if they want to win the series. Even if they push the game 7, they're going to have to go and take that from this Phoenix Suns. And the Suns are a far more athletic team than the Mavericks. Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, Cameron Payne, the other Payne kid. Yeah.
Jay Crowder.
Yeah, Cameron Johnson, not Jay Crowder so much. I'm just talking about the athleticism aspects. But those
but Jay Crowder have some athleticism though. He can get you those pick and roll oops easy.
He has a bit of athleticism, but he's not the type of athlete I'm talking about. I'm talking about
he's not extremely athletic.
I'm talking about these dudes that got the step on you, these dudes that open up the full court on you. You know what I mean? Devin Booker is extremely athletic, whether or not it's just he can create his shots and stuff like that. So that's the sort of stuff that I just think is they don't have any real match for, to be honest with you. But I like what's going on between the Chris Paul and Luka kind of thing, where they're chess matching each other to put themselves in isolating each other defensively. I like that. You know what I mean? That chess aspect of this match.
Hold on 1 second.
You know what though? The only thing that sucks about the Dallas is that, man, it's too bad Giannis and Porzingis gonna work nothing out, man, because I believe if they have Porzingis, and they could have worked it out, they have definitely a chance to win that series.
I agree, but they got rid of him. And I mean, I think that Dallas now has a bunch of guards. Like, they're very guard heavy. I know that team will build and continue building or whatever, but I'm impressed with them for how far that they've gotten, to be honest with you. And I don't expect them to just, fold up like a house of cards at home in Dallas. I think that they're gonna come out and make it a good game. And from what we've seen in this matchup, I wouldn't be surprised. They targeted Chris Paul, so the Suns know that they're targeting him. Period. And Chris Paul is really no match for Luka. So you know what I mean. He needs help. And Luka is, and this is the thing, Luka is he is a unique standalone talent in the NBA. Like, you know what I mean? Like, pretty much anybody you put against him, he can create a mismatch. So what they're going to do is be showing a bunch of how the Suns double team and how they show their doubles and stuff like that is really important to controlling him and then the kind of game that he has. But like I said, Dex, that shooting, it don't travel with you on the road, but it definitely comes home with you. You know what I mean? And
no doubt. And I'm glad that you pointed out that the Luka and Chris Paul matchup, because I haven't heard much content on that right there. But I noticed in that last game that Luka was really bullying Chris Paul down in that paint. And if they can get that going, which I think is going to be difficult because I think DeAndre Ayton was going to come over there and help out, or Jay Crowder. But if they can get that going and suck in the Suns defense, and when Luka kicks it out, what's the 1 in, 4 out? If Luka kicks it out and they hit their shots, Phoenix in trouble. But if they don't hit their shots, Phoenix, they're just going to cruise to another victory.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think Stevie Wonder could see that. They got their work cut out for them.
If y'all
Go ahead,
let Chris Paul get 27, 14 assists, Dallas gonna be in trouble.
Well, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I think that the Suns just need that. What the Suns need in this next game is they need to show up with the whole team. I see that the dude Cam Johnson has been a great spark, and in an open court, Dallas don't really got a match for some of those guys in an open court. But in a half court, which these games break down to, then they definitely need Jay Crowder. He's a big part of their offense, whether people who watch them or not know. And even if Chris Paul has a big game, without the supporting cast, they're probably going to struggle to win in Dallas. So I think it's going to be a good game. I'm looking forward to it. I got my popcorn ready.
Yeah, and on top of that, I believe a lot of us is looking forward to this game. When we look at the psyche, if we was to psychoanalyze these players, I would have to give the edge to the Phoenix Suns because the Phoenix Suns has closed out teams.
Yep.
From last season into this season, and it showed its ugly head against the Pelicans, where when it came to time to close the Pelicans out, even it was a nail biter, it's a tough game. The Phoenix Suns stomached that situation, and the Dallas Mavericks only closed out one team in Luka's journey as the Dallas Maverick, and I just believe that the Phoenix Suns psyche, when it comes to this portion and aspect of the game, closing teams out, buckling down, mental fortitude, I would have to give that edge to the Suns and Monty Williams.
Absolutely. And they're actually, and it's like I've always said, they're a more experienced team. And the Mavericks are a less experienced team. But I got to tip my hat to Jason Kidd because he brought something to Dallas that they didn't have before they had him, period.
What is that?
Never underestimate the heart of a champion. All right, that's my favorite, my famous quote for tonight. All right,
good quote. And shout out to R.I.P. Rudy Tomjanovich for that famous quote with the run of the Houston Rockets in the 1994-95 season. I think that was that back-to-back championship on the second leg of that, when Houston started out real sluggish, and they had questions. What's going on with the Houston Rockets? And that's when he gave that famous quote: "Never underestimate the heart of a champion." At the end of that season, when they was crowned back to back. So yeah, shout out to that era right there. Quiz always come up with the historical gems and things of that nature. We appreciate you, that Quiz. That's why I said earlier that Quiz is definitely one of the savants of this consortium, as we have every night. Shout out to Flight Sports TV for giving us the opportunity and the platform in the media aspect of YouTube to share our content. To give this content goes throughout the world. It's not just local. Because wherever you is, that's where the content is. And then we all know that the vastness of the YouTube landscape is worldwide. And it could be watching on Mars. Who knows, right? Mars, Saturn, those some inhabited planets. So who knows?
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to you guys.
Facts. Hey, Recap Rico, you on here?
Yeah, what up, Chris?
We're shaking, man. How do you feel about this series? I'll be honest with you. I'm still interested in seeing the Sixers Heat after the way Joel Embiid played the last game. I'm very interested in seeing what happens when they get back to Philly, and I'm interested in seeing this Dallas Mavericks Suns game in Dallas as well. How do you feel about that one?
Sorry about that. As far as Dallas and Phoenix goes, they're doing a lot of mismatch hunting. That's why Dex pointed out the pretty much the bully ball that Luke has been doing with Chris Paul. That's actually a kind of retaliation, if you want to say, because I believe the game before that, Chris Paul was Lord, talking about seeking out a mismatch every play.
That's what
Chris Paul was doing the exact same thing to Luka.
He's done that his whole career. We knew that was going to happen.
Exactly. So that is really just comes down to who executes defensively, in my opinion. because these teams, they within their matchups, they have certain like within their game plan defensively, they know who to switch and who not to switch, who to fight over, who to fight under. At the end of the day, they want to keep Luka guarded by guys like Jay Crowder, like you guys were talking about, Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson. These are the bigger wings, the athletic guys. That's who they want Luka on. They can live, I believe, with Luka's craftiness, those little step back going left. Yeah, I think they want him to shoot those currently, but they're just trying to do everything they can to keep Luka outside the paint, because once he gets in, that opens everything for the shooters.
Right, and Luka's such a good passer too.
Exactly. So it's like once the floodgates open and Luka starts getting all of these, floaters, these layups, these little post up and under opportunities that he's so good at getting. Once he gets all of those, then you have to double him, because he's not going to miss layups. Let's be honest about that. So,
How do you feel
once he forces the help, he gets that mismatch he wants. As great as Phoenix is, the ball moves faster than any man.
Max. You know what I've been surprised about is not just the fact that they've been isolating, that they've been seeking out the mismatch with Luka. Brunson has also been abusing Chris Paul as well, which was actually really shocking to me because he's a little bit smaller, but seems to be a tough dude. Have you noticed that, and how do you feel about the performance of Brunson so far in this series?
I think Brunson is criminally underrated. I think when it comes out to people talking about Luka not having enough help, I think it's partially Luka being so ball dominant, not allowing other people to play with the ball. Because Jalen Brunson, as good as he is, taking the opportunities he has from Luka, he's actually a very good playmaker, pick and roll ball handler himself. So it's like he can spot up a little bit, he can shoot, he can attack a closeout, get into the mid-range, make a nice dump-off pass, or, attack the rim. But at the end of the day, he's also a very good player who can create for others the same way Luka does. He's not on the same level as Luka, but you still need to let him utilize his game and get him comfortable. Because if Luka's I said this in the chat, I believe yesterday, is like, there's at times when Luka plays like he has 11 Kyle Korvers on his team.
Yeah.
Now, if you have 11 Kyle Korvers on your team, that's amazing. But if you don't, you're really just messing up some other players' rhythm. When you need them in the fourth quarter, they're going to be missing open shots. No matter how many, whether you draw a double, draw a triple, if somebody's cold, they're going to miss. So I believe, and this is actually, you guys brought up Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd has also been empowering the Mavs to play better without Luka. This team hasn't fallen off a cliff. When he got injured against the Jazz, they actually closed out the series without Luka, I believe. You know what I mean? They closed out. They won a pivotal game without Luka, and then they closed it out with Luka.
Exactly.
So this is still a really good team, like the Grizzlies. Not as good as the Grizzlies without Ja, but this team definitely knows how to win games without their star player. They have talent all around.
And another thing that I like is this, and this is the thing that I like about what I'm seeing from actually watching this series. I think that Luka and Brunson are developing a degree of chemistry with being able to coexist cohesively. Then they also have Dinwiddie coming, so they're very guard heavy. But with those bigs that they have, even though they don't have a big to really contend with the DeAndre Ayton, their bigs are stretch guys who are both dudes that you cannot leave alone at all. You cannot leave Bertans for an open three, and you definitely can't do the same for Kleber. So it creates this dynamic with them where they have guys between Luka and Brunson who can get where they want on the court if they decide they want to attack the rim, you know what I mean? And still have the ability to trust and create open shots for these other guys. Like I think that Dex was saying, it's like they play, or is that you? You just said that they were playing with like 11 Kyle.
Yeah, that's Rico. That's Rico said that.
Playing with 11 Kyle Korvers.
Right. Anybody on that team can hit a three, and any of the guys on the team will if you leave them open. So how do you feel about the chemistry you see with Luka and Brunson as far as the cohesion of them playing together? Because it seems like their chemistry is growing.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was noticing. It is definitely getting better over time. What I will say about Luka, and it's actually a lot of players who are amazing or great at what they do when it comes to playmaking and handling an offense. It takes a lot for them to you know just let it go a little bit and let other trust their teammates. And it's taking time, but it's definitely better for his future long term. Even if they don't do it enough to win this Phoenix series, him becoming more of an off-ball player is definitely going to help him in the future. And that's with every dominant ball handler. You don't want to be. We was talking about one-dimensional a couple of days ago. You don't want to be a one-dimensional player where you end up towards the end of your career, unfortunately, like a Russell Westbrook or a James Harden, where once you start losing your step on all of these younger or older players, once you can't get by your man, you need to be savvy enough to get your shot other ways. Now, you do that by learning how either to post up or you learn how to run around screens. You learn how to do all this misdirection, elevator screens, pin downs, all of that, just so you can get these shots off easier. It's gonna happen before Luka. It's happening now. We're watching it, and it's really the next level for Luka, and it's scary. You don't want to see someone who's arguably the best ball handler, passer, one of the best scorers in the NBA, also become one of the better off-ball players where he can actually take rest.
That's very interesting and also a really good and strong take. I like it all. Well, fellas, it's late here. I have to get into my evening exercise routine. I'm going to hop off of here, but always a pleasure being here on Flight Sports, The Machine. And if you haven't already, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and, hit that notification bell so you can be alerted the next time we have one of these awesome streams again. One of the greatest panels and some great brothers. Always appreciate you guys and your takes on these sports. You know what I mean? It's hard to go places and find platforms where people can talk sports intelligently and actually have a dudes making some reasonable takes. I've seen a lot of platforms on YouTube, and I'm gonna tell you something. It is nothing but buffoonery.
Well, we get a little of that from time to time as well.
Yeah, every now and then.
It's well balanced, right? This consortium is well balanced.
Yeah,
we got some savants and we got some silliness.
Yeah, we got a couple clowns who come up here every now and then, but it's all fun. We need to liven up the room every now and then too.
Yes, sir.
Facts.
All right, fellas, take care, man.
Shout out to Quiz. Thank you, bro.
Shout out to Quiz. Anything else, Rico, you have to say, or Kafani? Anything else you have to say? Because Kafani, I see your mic is active, but I don't hear you. So I don't know if you stepped away from your mic. Kafani?
Hear me now?
Barely. I mean, it sounds so low. At least on my end, I can barely hear you. I don't know about Rico.
I don't hear him either.
I can hear him like the same shit you said, Dexter's low.
Yeah, you probably have to either get closer to your mic or turn your mic up. But anyway, while he adjusting his equipment, are you there? Okay, he's adjusting his equipment. But like we were saying, Rico, throughout these playoffs thus far, most of these stars have risen to the occasion. We have rarely seen a star flunk out. The only really star you could say that actually flunked out or fizzed out was DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, and Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. But outside of those disasters and catastrophes for those organizations, most of the stars generally stepped up. I mean, if you want to look at Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert, if you want to throw them into the piss pot of flailing superstars who cannot, get the job done when it's necessary, Luka, by beating them, Luka basically removed himself from that stink pot. You know what I'm saying? And everybody else seemed to be holding for him because you're going to win some, you're going to lose some. But we still have a lot of stars left in this tournament. That's exciting. And it seemed like the next series, once these 4 series are done and it gets to the final 4, 2 on the Western Conference, 2 in the Eastern Conference, it looks like it's going to be a real bonfire. And hopefully that we get the type of entertainment that we all wish that we wanted to get in past years.
I don't want to jump ahead, Dex, but how do you see how do you see Miami pretty much dealing with Giannis or dealing with Milwaukee?
Well, like I said, if those two collide, those two worlds collide, that's going to be a real probably slow paced game. It's going to be, you know, it's going to be a maintenance fest. You know, maintenance man versus maintenance man, and I believe that the Milwaukee Bucks probably come out on top of that one.
I see. This is definitely I was gonna say this is definitely a good series. It's a rematch actually, a bubble rematch.
Yep, most definitely.
We
It's not only a bubble rematch; it's a rematch from last season, also, right? Didn't they play last season?
Is it? I believe it is. Yeah.
Yeah, and they got swept.
Yep. And this is also a match between the 2020 and the 2021 champions. So,
Miami?
Miami and Milwaukee. I'm sorry. Wait, no, I'm sorry. No, it's the 2020 finalist.
Right. There you go.
And the 2021 champions.
Right. Exactly.
So
that'll be a good one. It'll be a good matchup. Like I said, it's going to be a lot of maintenance men, and because both of these teams they hover down on a blue collar ethnic, and their culture is just like a minor. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like every time either Milwaukee or not Boston or Miami gets down to the get down, it seemed like they turn into minors and they dig deep to get out their treasures, and that's how they're able to close these teams out and win these tough games, because they put on their minor gear, they have the equipment, and they just start digging deep.
Yeah, and what I like about both of these teams and actually the matchup in itself is whenever they win these close games, it's always because of defense. They're always getting really they clamp down on defense. They get really hard nosed stops. It's nothing nice. It's nothing nice to see.
Yes, they hang their hat on defense.
Yes, that block by Jrue Holiday on Marcus Smart, that wasn't a pretty block. That full court rip that he got on Marcus Smart after that wasn't pretty. But these are the type of plays that the Bucks make, and Miami also makes the same type of plays. It's going to be a really nice matchup.
Yep, they definitely get down to dirt. So, Calfani, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, I think this series, you know what I'm saying, it's an important year for Chris Paul, because I know he's 37 years old. He got to win because I know he gonna be hungry for that his first championship. So it's a very important year, because if he don't win this year, he's not gonna be one at all.
So you banking on Chris Paul to advance past Dallas? And if they do, who you think they're going to meet in the Western Conference championship game?
If they do advance, they're gonna probably run into maybe Miami.
No, Western Conference, not the finals. Western Conference. So you either gonna have the Grizzlies or the Golden State Warriors.
Man, if that go against Golden State Warriors, man, it's over with, because you ain't stopping Steph. That's gonna be tough.
So you probably think Golden State advance if they see Golden State.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough series. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah. And then if Golden State advance, according to your perspective, who do they play in NBA Finals?
They either gonna play the Miami, or they're gonna play the Bucks. Hey, y'all hear me? Maybe I turn my mic turn it back up a little bit. Yeah, mic check 1, 2. You hear me? Something happened. You hear me? Mic check 1, 2. You hear me? Okay. Yeah. You hear me? Yeah.
Yes, I hear you. Flight, you hear? Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah.
I can hear you, Capone.
I just back. Okay.
Shout out to teamwork.
You're gonna say. Yeah.
Shout out teamwork. Yo, we about to get up out of here. Dax, is he talking?
Yeah, we can close it down. Salute.
Yeah, we'll start back up tomorrow. Appreciate you, Dax. Peace.
Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I roll with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.